This is Shaw's and Star Market Celtics tonight. Download the Star Market Deals and Delivery app today.
Jalen left-hand dribble drive, pulls up at the dotted line, floats it up, it rattles home, and Jaylen Brown has his 50-point game against Kawhi and the Clippers in L.A. Jalen, right-hand dribble into the paint, goes to Derek White, who steps back into the corner for three.
Moving and grooving.
The Celtics are brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks, Amica Insurance, your New England Honda dealers, Cambridge Savings Bank, and by Shaw's and Star Market.
Jalen forces it up over He tied it! He did it! Jaylen Brown from the corner with 5.6 to go. Kick out, open. Tatum steps to his left, three in the air. Got it!
Big boys step up at the right time, man.
And by Delta Dental of Massachusetts, Brex, your New England Chevy dealers, Town Fair Tire, and by Comcast Business.
Pritchard, half court, it's in the air. He got it! He did it again! Peyton Pritchard did it again with the world watching. He knocks down a half-court three.
And by your New England Ford dealers, Mass Mutual, Wendy's, Clinton Savings Bank, Blue Sky Restoration Contractors, Ticketmaster, and by your Boston area Lexus dealers.
Confetti guns shooting green and white confetti and making the most beautiful blizzard you have ever seen. The Boston Celtics are world champions for the 18th time.
Now, here's Sean Grante and Cedric Maxwell.
Back at the Garden as the city continues to dig out from the snow, the Celtics will try to add to their pile of midseason wins, trying to make it 6 of 8 overall as they welcome all-star bound Jalen Johnson and the Atlanta Hawks. Thanks for checking back in on a Wednesday night. I'm Sean Grande, Cedric Maxwell. I guess neither of us will make the Hall of Fame on our first ballot. He joins us shortly. Coming up on the fastest 30 minutes in the NBA, Game 47 edition of Shaw's and Star Market Celtics tonight. Boy, we got a lot of stuff to cover, don't we? Hugo Gonzalez, did he get snubbed from the rookie game? Snubbed. Strong word. We're using it a lot over the last day or so. We'll discuss that, talk about stats, counting stats, impact, all the above. Should he be there? He'll certainly be there next year. You heard it here first. Jason Tatum does his first long-form interview, a podcast. The Memphis Grizzlies end up catching some strays, but did you actually hear the content of it or the context of that remark? We will cover that. And then the game itself, in which the Celtics will not have Neemias Queta. Luka Garza is available. He and Amari Williams will have to be big against Onyeka Okongwu. And the Atlanta Hawks will not have Kristaps Porzingis. We'll break down the rematch. Remember, they were blown off the floor by the Celtics 11 days ago in Atlanta. The Trae Young era is over, and they have young two-way wings to build around. But with KP on the shelf, do they have enough offense to stay in the East play-in race? And are they the dark horse contenders in what just become a very interesting Giannis sweepstakes today? We'll discuss that as we take our trip around the NBA, see how everything ties together. Fight night first around the association, Thunder Pelicans, Nets and Suns on the undercard. But the big story, Giannis has apparently given up the fight and is now open to a trade after the Bucks last night fell to 12th in the East.
Paul George rising up on Kuzma for three, and it's good again. What a game. 8 threes for Paul George. The leading contender for our Independence Blue Cross Player of the Game. Sixers go up by 15.
We'll check in with the head coach, Joe Mazzulla.
That was very humbling yesterday, because sometimes we get caught up in the world of, seeking affirmation or going after something and seeking the affirmation of others.
Well, coming up next, it was cold outside, and the Celtics and Blazers continued that theme Monday night. An ugly offensive game. It turned into a crawl for the finish line. We'll look back to the night the Celtics got there first. Jalen enters to the free throw line. Hauser for Derek White. Deep three. Got it.
There's the money, John.
Timeout, Tiago Splitter. The Celtics made this interesting, crawling to the finish line, but Derek White may just have dragged them across it. It's all coming up and more as we count you down to Game 2 of the Reunion Week homestand. Celtics and the Atlanta Hawks here at the Garden, bottom of the hour on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hi, it's Jason Todd from Blue Sky Restoration. All basketball season, Blue Sky is restoring historic garden moments on the parquet. Tune into tonight's game on the Celtics Radio Network to hear this date in history, restored by Blue Sky. And remember, if you have a property disaster, visit goblusky.com. Restoring your property and your life for a brighter tomorrow.
BetMGM, an authorized gaming partner of the NBA, is adding extra excitement to every basket this year with special promotions, new features, and more. Log in throughout the season to find anything from odds boost tokens, same-game parlay boost tokens, and unique rewards in your account to amplify your winnings. Log in to BetMGM all throughout the basketball season to see what's new. Hope is here. Call 1-800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Massachusetts only. In partnership with MGM Springfield. Play it smart from the start. Live chat at GameSenseMA.com.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style. It's time for powerful performance, plus plenty of room inside. Start your journey in a brand new vehicle. Check out the Honda Ridgeline, Pilot, Passport, or CRV.
See dealer for financing details.
Clinton Savings Bank is here to help power up your business. With our new partner services, you can process payments on any device, saving you time, and manage payroll with flexible, affordable options. Plus, with online banking, mobile deposit, ACH, and wire services, managing your business finances just got a whole lot easier. Enjoy no minimum balance requirement and no minimum deposit to open your business checking account. Visit clintonsavings.com to get started today. Member FDIC, member DIF.
Wendy's has new chicken tenders and new sauces. So whether you're a creamy ranch girly or a new Wendy's signature stand, you can dip to your heart's content. Now let's wrap this up because I gotta dip. I want to try these new tenders. For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
Participating U.S. Wendy's.
The Celtics play on the Sports Hub.
Honestly, the love that you felt, either coming to practice, being in the arena or the locker room here, obviously tonight coming out, something like that for me, felt like it was like that every single game. So you play hard for this team and the city, and they'll definitely have you back.
Drew Holiday playing for Portland here after the game on Monday night after the loss for the Blazers on his return. This was to be reunion week. That was the big tribute video for Drew Holiday and his return. Obviously, Rob Williams came back the other night. The theme was going to continue with Kristaps Porzingis, but obviously it won't. Porzingis not only won't play in the game, which is not a surprise, he did not make the trip to Boston. So Porzingis is not here tonight. He'll have to wait till late March when the Hawks come back here for his tribute video. But I don't think those moments, and we got a lot of ground to cover, obviously, and very little time to do it, and we'll get to all of it. But I didn't want to pass by the other night because of the post-game comments of Drew Holiday. When players come back here, it's such a genuine appreciation for the time they had.
Oh, interesting. That's the way I like the way you put it. And I was just thinking about the guys I know who came back, and I remember Gerald Henderson when he came back. I didn't really feel that way. Some more guys didn't really feel that way.
And maybe the point being that you look at the players the last few years in the Danny Ainge, Brad Stevens regime here, that it is a different experience with the city and with the organization than players of your era had.
Being successful would have a tendency to do that, but I look at Gerald Henderson as a guy who won a championship, and he just felt betrayed. So he didn't feel like that. So, but for the most part, I do understand what you're saying.
Well, in any case, Drew Holiday was really happy to come back. So was Rob Williams, actually. If we had time, we'd play some of that sound, too. Now, Neemias Queta will not play in this game today. Amari Williams will start again at center for the Celtics tonight. So Amari Williams-Okongwu is sort of the matchup here. And Luka Garza did start one game. He is available tonight. Well, when you think about the way Luka Garza plays and his minutes, you start him, how many minutes are you going to possibly get with him leaving it all out there?
Well, leaving it all out there, but also how many fouls is he going to pick up?
Yeah.
Because he's foul prone the way he gets in and throws his body around.
All right, a lot of ground to cover, as we said. That's the main top story, is that you have no Porzingis, no Zachary Risachet for the Atlanta Hawks, and obviously no Neemias Queta for the Celtics. And obviously Jason Tatum won't play either, but he managed to make some news over the last 24 hours. We'll get to all of it, but before we look ahead, we look back to Monday night in a game in which the shooting was as cold inside as the weather was outside. Celtics back in the home white traditional uniforms tonight at the Garden. Green letters and numbers. They will go left to for the Portland Trailblazers with the white letters and numbers, the red trim. They will go right to left. Neemias Queta will jump it against Donovan Clingan. And the 4-game reunion week homestand for the Boston Celtics is underway. Clingan wins it back to Sudoku. And here we go. Queta, handoff Jaylen Brown. Steps back behind the line. 3 in the air. Got it. And finally the first 3 for either team comes on the 10th attempt. Jaylen Brown having himself a great start here. 11-2 Boston. Jaylen Brown inside the free throw line. Pull up. Sissoko doesn't go for it. He has to rip the ball away from Sissoko before moving it to Amari Williams. Hands to the cutter. Ugo, scoop and score. Wow, in traffic.
Great move against Rob. He just went around his body.
Good decision by Amari Williams. This is your front court. Think about this. NBA front court. Amari Williams, Shireman, and Ugo Gonzalez. Simons, left-hand dribble, steps himself into a 3 and knocks it down. Another 20-point lead for the Celtics, and this one takes 10.5 minutes. Celtics get a single point, 35-20. Boston by 15. Caleb Love Or Drew Holiday left side, steps back away from Derek White and hits another three. That's enough for Joe Mazzulla. Jalen enters to Hauser. Diagonal kick out. Pritchard right side three is good.
Well, found somebody wide open. Pritchard sitting there waiting for the basketball. Good swing by Brown and then Hauser.
Pritchard has 3 of the 12 three-pointers made by both teams in this game. Offensive rebound, Klingon, and instead of going back up, he kicks back out to the corner. Another 3 is no good, and the rebound belongs to Hauser. Lead pass, Derek White ahead of the field. Two-hand slam, timeout, Thiago Splitter.
Man, Portland just can't hit him with that. Come on, uglier and uglier. These shots are wide open looks, barely hitting the rim.
Simons behind the Amari Williams screen, left side of the floor, trickles into the mid-block, floats it up, blocked from behind by Jeremy Grant. Boy, Simons having 2 rough games against his former team. Going the length of the floor, Caleb Love jump step in the paint, scoops it up and in with the left hand. Lead is down to 10, timeout Joe Mazzulla.
Well, they know something right now about Simons. Simons got a shot blocked 3 times today. And normally you don't think of that with Simons in that situation.
9 on the shot clock, 11 on the game clock. Jaylen Brown, free throw line against Kamara. Hands in the face. Jalen, one dribble, steps to the elbow, step back, tough shot, and traffic is good. High degree of difficulty.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Hand in the face, got on your side, paid no attention.
Simon Steele took it away from Caleb Love, but he exposes the ball. It's slapped away loose on the floor. Ugo another loose ball. Kicking out to Sam Hauser for 3. Another Ugo Gonzalez play.
And that will go for naught. It will go for naught.
Derek White or Jaylen Brown on the left side. Spins, shows a bounce pass out to White. Ball fake on Caleb Love. Drive, shovels to the corner for an open 3 from Peyton Pritchard.
That was nice. Stop having shooters. This time you penetrate. You got guys like Pritchard standing out beyond the 3. They could knock him down.
Jalen enters to the free throw line. Hauser for Derek White. Deep 3. Got it.
There's the money, John.
Timeout, Thiago Splitter. The Celtics made this interesting, crawling to the finish line, but Derek White may just have dragged them across it. Kamara steps back away from Keita, misses a 3. Rebound belongs to Sam Hauser. Celtics just have to get across half court. Blazers will not foul, and nothing pretty about it except the final score, which is all that matters. In a tortoise race, the Celtics get to the finish line first. The final score, Boston 102, Portland 94. And a bunch of stuff in that game. It was an ugly, ugly offensive start. As you know, the Celtics had the big lead early, whittled away, but, you know, win is a win. And we got to talk about the standings at some point. And I think, Max, you know, just talking to fans, everyone's excited about the Celtics being in second place, which is far beyond everybody's expectations. It's an awesome thing to see in the standings every day. But the Detroit Pistons, who won last night in Denver, are now 5.5 games ahead of the Celtics. And what's that they say? Don't look behind you because someone might be gaining on you. There are 3 teams within 2 games. There's a huge pack of teams right behind the Celtics. In a bad week in the Eastern Conference, you can drop from 2nd to 8th easily. Toronto, New York, and Cleveland are all 2 games within 2 games of the Celtics for second place. Toronto and New York are going to meet tonight. If the Celtics lose to Atlanta tonight and the Knicks win in Toronto, the Knicks actually go back into second place. So at some point, the idea of chasing Detroit is great to have super ambition like that, but there is a bigger gap between Detroit and Boston in the East right now than there is second place Celtics and 8th or 9th in the East.
What it reminds me of almost last year, watching Cleveland get out and kind of run away with that thing. And you look at Detroit kind of doing the same thing, increasing their lead every time they go out.
That, by the way, was the second best defensive performance for the Celtics this year. Only the New Orleans game, which was the first win back in Game 4 of the season, was better than the defensive numbers they put up against the Trailblazers on Monday night. All right, the Atlanta Hawks, we saw them 11 days ago, and I'm willing to give them a mulligan on that game for a variety of reasons. First home game after a long Western road trip for Atlanta. First home game after the Trae Young trade. Celtics just had the threes going early. It was not a contest. Celtics were up by 40 in the third quarter of that game. That was the game, if you remember it, 11 days ago when Sam Hauser started shooting all the crazy threes at the end of the game to try to get the record and didn't. But the Atlanta Hawks, who, by the way, become part of the subplot here now in the NBA with the Giannis trade now, I don't want to say impending because I still think there's a good chance it doesn't happen at the deadline. It doesn't happen until the summer. But Atlanta is a team that certainly has the assets to trade for Giannis because they're holding the New Orleans draft pick right now, which is going to be obviously very, very good. But defensively, I think you and I love this team. Dyson Daniels, you know, Jalen Johnson is an unbelievable two-way player. You look at players they have, generally speaking, coming off the bench are going to be defense. You know, Mogay's a pretty good defensive player. But where's the offense come from that they lost when they got rid of Trae Young?
Well, that's the problem. You know, who's going to shoot the basketball? Who's going to attack like that? You don't have those players over there who can stretch you out offensively with their shooting ability. So they're going to have to find one of those guys who is a great defender, turn into a nice offensive player.
All right, real quick, 2 Celtic things we'll discuss as we move along throughout the course of the night. We got a lot of ground to cover, and you're going to want to stay tuned for Joe Mazzulla's thoughts on Bill Belichick not going into the Hall of Fame on the first ballot because
haters.
It took on a direction I could not have possibly imagined. And a lot of interesting discussion about that, which is obviously, like most things, is a layered conversation that people don't want to have layered conversations about. Here's the other thing that Celtics fans were getting a little bit upset about after the game the other night when Hugo Gonzalez now is sitting with all the OKC guys, Wemby and Jokic in the top 10 in the NBA in net rating. Insane numbers. But Ugo is left out of the Rising Stars Challenge. He's not in that first, second-year player. Let me say 2 things. Number 1, I guarantee you he's in that game next year. That's number 1. But number 2, are we too obsessed with counting stats, points and rebounds and stuff like that, and not looking at the advanced metrics? Or is Hugo Gonzalez playing a very small role on this team, so maybe he shouldn't be in the Rising Stars Challenge?
Well, I mean, it's a little bit of both. I think that you look at Hugo, he's not playing, a ton of minutes when it comes to that. But what he's doing, he's winning games. And that, to me, would be more important than those advanced metrics you talk about.
I agree, but Rookie of the Year, for example, has never been treated that way. In the award voting, nobody treats Rookie of the Year the way they treat MVP. You're never going to get the best rookie on the best team. It's always the rookie that puts up the biggest stats, and that's usually on a bad team because that's when rookies play. All right, we'll continue that conversation. We'll also, at some point, dive into the Jason Tatum podcast, which was an hour long and worth every minute of your time. But obviously the one pull quote was when he was talking about Celtics legends and how difficult it is to make an impact here. And Jason Tatum's quote, which we will listen to later, was, if I played for the Memphis Grizzlies, there would already be a statue of me. So the Grizzlies are catching some strays here with Jason trying to make a point on a lot of different topics. It's a great listen.
Didn't he do the same thing that time with Charlotte?
Yes.
When he talked about
Monday Night League Pass game in Charlotte.
Okay, dude.
And who called him out on it when the Charlotte beat him that night was P.J. Washington, who ended up playing in the finals 6 months later. So the NBA is a funny place. All right. As I said, a lot of ground to cover. We're kind of going express through it. Max's player to bank on tonight against the Hawks, brought to you by Clinton Savings Bank. Managing your business just got a whole lot easier for 2026 with CSB's new partner services. Process payments, manage payroll. Enjoy online banking. Get started at clintonsavings.com. Member FDIC, DIF.
Seems like I'm starting to see some light right now with Derek White kind of coming back as a shooter. He'd be the guy I want to look at early in this basketball game.
Obviously got himself going with 2-point shots early, but the 3-point shooting is what everybody seems to want to look at. Max's keys to the game brought to you by your local New England Honda dealers. Adventure more, worry less with the versatile 2025 Honda Accord. Learn more at newengland.hondadealers.com.
Well, you said before, if Okongwu was playing against the Celtics every particular night, you say he'd be an all-star. So, and why would he be all-star? Because he rebounds so well against the C's. Have to rebound the basketball effectively, especially on your defensive end.
And tonight he'll do it against Amari Williams with Neemias Queta out and Amari Williams getting the start. Still to come on Shaw's and Star Market Celtics tonight. Yep, Joe Mazzulla on the Bill Belichick thing. It took on a direction I did not expect. That is still to come. Our trip around the NBA, we'll get our first thoughts on the Giannis news, as he apparently is now open to a trade, according to Shams and ESPN. What does it mean? Does the deal get made this year? Is there an Eastern Conference team that could jump into the fray here? Or is he headed out to one of the power teams out west if it does happen? We'll get into all that. But coming up next, Joe Murray has Sports Hub headlines. Great overtime win for the Bruins here in this building last night. And obviously a pretty big football game coming up a week from Sunday. He'll cover all of it. And then back here at the Garden where we got the Celtics and the Atlanta Hawks on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hi, this is Boston Ford Sam Hauser, and with every assist this season, Delta Dental of Massachusetts will donate $25 up to $50,000 to the Tufts Dental Cares for Veterans program, providing crucial oral health care to veterans in need. They've served us, now it's time we serve them. Learn more at 985thesportshub.com/veterans.
When your heat or hot water goes out, waiting isn't an option. At Super Service today, they don't wait on parts because they have them in stock. Water heaters, furnaces, boilers, heat pumps, all right in their Danvers warehouse, ready for same-day replacement. Because cold homes and cold showers don't work for families. Super Service today, fully trained, always stocked, day or night, always done right. Call Super Service today.
Get it done. Get it done right. Get it done right away. Call superservicetoday.com.
Hey, New England football fans, it's official. We're going back to the big game. Planning on going? True Fan Travel has the ultimate San Francisco travel package. Everything is taken care of. Round-trip private charter flight, 3-night hotel stay in the heart of the city, all-inclusive tailgate close to the stadium, and an appearance by New England legend David Andrews. Space is limited, and this experience will sell out fast. You won't want to miss this history. Visit TrueFanTravel.com to book your trip. Again, that's TrueFanTravel.com. See you in San Francisco.
Your Big Mountain getaway is closer than you think. Just 3 miles off I-93, Loon is easy to reach and ready for you. From cruising South Peak to conquering the steeps of North Peak, 2 hours from Boston in New Hampshire's White Mountains. Go big this winter at Loon.
3 Peaks, the longest vertical in New Hampshire, and lifts designed for comfort and speed. From heated seats to weather-blocking bubbles, the details are built for your best day on the mountain. It's time to go big at Loon.
Hey, it's Patrice Bergeron. Learn how you can score a hat trick with Bank's free checking account. 3 great benefits, 1 winning account. Get details at any branch or at DavidaBank.com/DBergeron. Bank, honest to goodness. Member of the IC, member of the IF.
Looking for the perfect gift? Ace Ticket has you covered. With what you see is what you pay, upfront website pricing, and real Boston people answering the phone to help you, Ace makes it easy. Call 1-800-MY-SEATS or visit aceticket.com.
1-800-MY-SEATS. The Revolution play on the Sports Hub. Sports Hub headlines presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
Well, the first injury report is out for Super Bowl 60, and well, Drake May has made the list. He was limited today if there was practice with a shoulder injury. And some other NFL news today, Todd Monken has been named the new head coach of the Cleveland Browns. Headlines, they are brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com. You'll save 15% off an extra after oil change at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, the official oil change of busy people. I'm Joe Murray, Grandy and Max. They're going to take you around the NBA next on the BetMGM 98.5 The Sports of Celtics Radio Network.
At Shaw's and Star Market, find value down every aisle with our own brands. Enjoy our best for less. Our exclusive brands like O Organics, Open Nature, Overjoyed, Signature Select, and more. And are only found down our aisles. And now you can save even more. Earn 5 times the reward points on hundreds of products. Just click the offer in your For You gallery and look for the shelf tags. Plus, unlock bonus savings instantly when you click Play and Earn in the deal section. Our exclusive brands are a big deal. Save more at your local Shaw's and Star Market today.
Hey, Boston, we all know this city works hard. From the Seaport to Kendall Square, innovation moves fast here. So Boston companies need financial tools built for speed and control. That's where Brex comes in. Brex is the official corporate card of the Boston Celtics, but it's even more than that. Brex built an intelligent finance platform that uses AI agents to take manual finance tasks off your plate. Things like issuing cards to new hires, filling out expense reports, and enforcing your expense policy are all automated. Over 30,000 companies already run on Brex. Yours could too. Learn more at Brex.com.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level, and the stakes, oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch, Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Going to the Celtics game tonight and still need tickets? Ace Ticket has you covered. Buy local and save money. Get the best seats at the lowest prices. Visit aceticket.com.
Dunks, dimes, and no-looks are great on TV, but catching them from the hardwood is a whole different experience because nothing compares to catching the Celtics in person. And that all starts by buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Celtics and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch all the sights, sounds, and styles in person. From seeing your favorite Celtics stars up close to hearing the squeak of the sneakers on the hardwood. And even if you're headed to the game last minute, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets. So put that jersey collection to use and get tickets at Ticketmaster.com/Celtics. And we'll see you courtside, Boston.
Champions play here. The Sports Hub.
Celtics and the Hawks getting set to go here at the Garden. Our trip around the NBA brought to you by your New England Chevy dealers and the Chevy Silverado, where dependability comes standard.
Great job defensively, but the Suns scrambling for the loose ball. Who's going to get it? And we'll get a tie-up.
Well, now and that's a tech. That's a tech on Denham. He literally just pushed Dylan Brooks over.
Well, Mann and O'Neal have been hot this entire second half, and they are nose to nose at the moment.
Fight night in the NBA. We had the Nets and Suns. Obviously, you know Dylan Brooks was going to be in the middle of that one. There were the Pelicans and the Oklahoma City Thunder got into a little bit of a kerfuffle as Lou Dort was in the middle of it, which is kind of interesting because teams don't seem to be as afraid of the Thunder as you might think they would be.
Well, I think the world champions have been the world champions, and I think some teams right now looking saying there's a little bit of rust on them from winning last year.
All right, games that mattered last night. Pistons go to Denver and they win 109-107. Obviously, without Jokic, Denver continues to struggle. Great win for Detroit, 5.5 game lead in the East. Philadelphia blows out Milwaukee, 139-122. But the story in the NBA as a result, there's a couple of things going on. First of all, in the Western Conference, and this may affect the Giannis thing because Houston is one of the teams in this Giannis trade conversation. Steven Adams, season-ending surgery. That is really big for Houston.
Well, I think a guy like that who could be a great defender, great rebounder, solid backup, you lose him, who do you pick up?
Knicks beat the Kings despite 34 for DeMar DeRozan at Madison Square Garden last night. I mentioned DeRozan and Westbrook. They are not likely to play in Philadelphia tomorrow. Why does that matter to you? Because the Sacramento Kings play a back-to-back in Boston on Friday. Knicks and Toronto will be one of the games we are watching tonight. The big national game between the Cavaliers and the Lakers is underway. Cavs in a 1-point lead midway through the first. That's your quick trip around the NBA. I know you've got thoughts, you've got feelings about Bill Belichick not being a first-ballot Hall of Famer. So does Joe Mazzulla. Stay tuned next to hear it on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
New England, your team is going to Santa Clara for the big game. Now the question is, are you? Bullseye Event Group has your all-in-one access tickets to the big game, premium hotel travel packages, and entry to the Players Tailgate. The Players Tailgate is the #1 rated event over the weekend. Over 60 active players, 20 celebrity chefs, and unlimited food and drinks for 4 hours before kickoff, located right across from the stadium. Make your game day great. Tickets, hotel packages, and Players Tailgate at bullseyeeventgroup.com.
Are you looking to improve your smile? Well, you got to get to Boston Dental in the Seaport and experience their premium quality of services with their state-of-the-art technologies. Book your appointment today, right now, at bostondental.com.
The 99 Restaurant's $14.99 big deal meals always hit the spot. They're big on flavor, big on comfort, and big on value. And now you can dig into these hearty favorites any day of the week. That's right, the $14.99 big deal meals are available all day, every day. So now you can have the roasted turkey dinner all week long. Hurry in today or every day for any one of our $14.99 big deal meals. You gotta love the nines.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
BJ's Wholesale Club has everything you need to throw the perfect big game party. Now through February 8th, get a $15 digital coupon when you spend $150 in one transaction. BJ's has deals on everything, from appetizers and snacks to giant party subs to TVs even bigger than the giant party subs. Plus, you can pick up the supplies you'll need to clean up after. Go to bjs.com/biggame for details and make your place the place to watch the big game. Boston Sports Talk, the Sports Hub.
Conversation with the Coach, brought to you by Shaw's and Stock Market. They make shopping, saving, and meal planning easier than ever. Download the Shaw's Deals and Delivery app or the Stock Market Deals and Delivery app today. Here's Sean Grandy with the Coach.
All right, Joe Murray, thank you. I think we got one interesting here from the other night against Portland. All year long, almost every city we go to, you'll get some version of the following question. Coach, your team is last in the NBA in pace, and this team is... Did Monday's game, which clearly you were in an offensive flow early when the game was kind of moving, and yet things weren't going as well when it got choppy and there were fouls in the second half. Is that an example of sort of disproving what we are using as the pace metric?
Yeah, I mean, to this, I still don't know what it really means.
Yeah.
And I think there's different ways to define it. I think it looks different based on the type of team and that you have. But I think the game itself showed the tale of two different kinds, right? I think in the first half, you know, we weren't fouling. We were getting stops, and it was just a free-flowing game. I thought in the second half, you know, it was just a much different game, and they just, Portland mucked it up, but we also fouled a lot. and it stopped the flow of the game, and now you're playing off dead balls, and there was more dead balls in the third quarter maybe than there were in the first and second combined. So it's just a different kind of game, and so we just have to be great at minimizing those. I think they shot 30 free throws. We're going to be great at minimizing those so that we can get out and play the style of play that we like.
I guess what I was getting at was when you say play the style you like, that there is you want the game flowing and moving.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no question. That's what kind of when we're at our best, and we want to be able to do that for sure.
All right, no Navy tonight. Logic says we'll see more from Maury Williams, who we got to talk to for the first time after the game the other night. It made me wonder about this, and I was watching some of the Maine game on Sunday. How does the system, and we're talking about Maine here, make it easier for Amari and Ron to be able to step in and play? I imagine there's a lot to do, not just with communication between staffs as an organization, but there almost has to be the same language.
Yeah, and I think one of the things you have to give credit to Phil and Tyler and Blaine last year, those 3 years. But I think the thing that we've done is, assistant coach is with us, and then he goes and coaches, and then he comes back. And so there's a way to which they know how it goes, how we communicate things, how we run our days, how we teach the stuff. And so you have to credit those guys for keeping the continuity of it. And I think that's what you're looking for when you have two ways is, how do you create this continuity? How can you get the same teaching, the same language, the same understanding of the game, whether you're in Boston or whether you're in Maine. And so, you got to give credit to Amari for his work ethic, and then to the staff to be able to keep that continuity, whether it's here or in Maine.
What kind of communication is there after a game, after a practice? Is there something similar? Or is there like, hey, hey, there's a group text. Hey, we had a game today. Here's what happened. Obviously, it's a lot more formal than that, but there has to be. Is there some sort of constant level of here's what happened today?
Yeah, between the PD level, between the player development room and Phil and his staff, there's daily communication. And then Phil and I have our own communication, and I think you have the communication from the assistants whose scout it is to Amari, or Ron or Max, in those situations there.
All right, odd night in Atlanta 11 days ago, I thought, for the Hawks. It was the first home game after a long trip. It was the first home game after the trade. And you watch them in these last couple of games, almost from the next game, maybe second quarter of the next game on, they looked like the team that I think they're going to be here, which is just an elite defensive team with all these wings.
Elite defensive team and a constant, unpredictable moving without the basketball team on the offensive end. And you'll see a much different team tonight. I would just throw that game out the window. The last time we played them, like you said, first game of the trade, first game of the West Coast trip, no Dyson Daniels. But I think they're playing really good basketball, and they're a really good team. They put a ton of pressure on the offensive end with their ability to drive the ball and their ability to move. Defensively, they got two guys that could, they average 2 steals a game, and their bigs are physical.
The first word you said was unpredictable. What makes a team unpredictable?
Just their ability to move. They move a lot they move with the ball and without the ball. Not really a pattern to some of the stuff that they do. They do on some of their set calls, but when it's in transition, they do a great job of just kind of moving, with the ball and without the ball.
All right, that's Joe, the world we live in, 2026. Jason does an hour-long podcast, says a million things. One of them is about his legacy in Boston, and then uses Memphis as a comparison. That becomes what people like me have to talk about all day. But when you listen to the whole hour, the one thing that really struck me is when you hear a young man, the quality of Jason, being asked about the quality of your coaching, and the first thing he says, and the first thing he talks about is the quality of your character, it has to feel like you're doing a little something right.
I thought the coolest part about that was I didn't know this, and shame on me for not having a better relationship with him. I didn't know he was 9-1 against his dad.
Dad, yeah,
that is sick.
Isn't that great?
I mean, I wish I got to beat my dad 9 times. So that was a really cool story. And then I think the other piece that really stuck out was the emotional maturity and the vulnerability to just kind of be yourself. I think like you're saying, in the world today, you do an hour-long interview. It doesn't really matter what people at this point. Speaking of which, I wanted to bring up. I wanted to bring up
guest.
The fact that Bill Belichick did not get in the Hall of Fame just completely just makes everything else useless and worthless in the world that we live in today.
Okay, useless and worthless. Well, that's great, because that'll be a great pull quote. And they said, Joe Mazzulla says the world is useless. But isn't it the point that we're letting people make personal decisions and punish? Obviously, this was about Spygate. It was about all of we're going to decide when you get in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, well, I think it's more of a beautiful, and kind of tie it into, listening to Jason be vulnerable about who he is, where he is, what he's feeling, what he's doing. And, you almost got a sense of freedom from worrying about others, you know what I mean, and this beautiful journey that he's been on through the injury, and then I kind of tied that into the Belichick situation. It's like no matter what you do, you're just never going to make people you're going after something that's kind of fleeting. The book of Ecclesiastes always sticks out to me on that, where it's like, vanity is vanity, everything is vanity. You got a guy that's won 6 Super Bowls, and everyone's chasing after growing something, and he gets this, and boom, that happens. And it's like, there's just a beauty to that. Are we still on the air?
We are. Maybe, and I was thinking maybe serve the guy on, maybe serve the person in the mirror and your family and the people you care about, as opposed to.
Most important thing. It was a very humbling. Yeah. No, that was very humbling yesterday, because sometimes we get caught up in the world of like seeking affirmation or going after something and seeking the affirmation of others. And yesterday was a beautiful example of like, even if you do the best of what you absolutely can, you're still not going to get that. And that's a great thing.
Yeah, somehow I feel like that's not what they invented TikTok for. But nonetheless, we got to find a combination of the two worlds. Celtics and the Atlanta Hawks next on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
What if your instincts could pay off? With Robinhood Prediction Markets, you could put your knowledge to work on the events that matter to you. Prediction Markets isn't just sports. It's the Fed rate decision, your favorite award show, and so much more beyond the playing field. Trade events with Robinhood. Visit Robinhood.com/predict. That's Robinhood.com/predict. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
Amica Insurance knows. You build your life piece by piece through all the moments, both big and small. For generations, Amica has been providing world-class service across auto, home, and life insurance. So when it comes to protecting what you've built, who are you going to trust? Amica Insurance, proud sponsor of the Boston Celtics.
Nobody beats a Town Fair tire deal. And I mean nobody. So if you're looking for Michelin tires at the guaranteed lowest price, get to Town Fair today. Michelin winter tires offer a shorter stopping distance on ice and snow, along with predictable handling in cold, dry, and wet wintry conditions. For the guaranteed lowest price and free services for life on Michelin tires, nobody beats Town Fair tire. And I mean nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Advance your career with an MBA or specialized master's through Babson College. Join the school ranked #2 best college in the U.S. by the Wall Street Journal 2025. Visit babson.edu/grad programs.
Imagine looking up and seeing 49 championship banners hanging from the rafters. Because for 49 straight years, Ford F-Series has taken the crown as America's best-selling trucks. And Ford F-Series trucks are still the team to beat. Featuring the F-150 and the strong, hard-working Super Duty. See your New England Ford dealers and make this a banner year. Sales claim based on 1977 to 2025 CY total sales.
Your hot takes on the Sports Hub.
4 weeks ago in Portland, the Blazers' long athletic defenders made it tough for the Celtics to score. Monday in the rematch, the Celtics stormed out of the gate, built a 23-point lead, and hung on for dear life until it became a clutch game, and their top clutch player made some clutch plays. Jalen enters to the free throw line. Hauser for Derek White. Deep three. Got it!
There's the money, John.
Timeout, Tiago Splitter. The Celtics made this interesting, falling to the finish line, but Derek White may just have dragged them across it. The Celtics win in Drew Holiday's return home tonight was to be Kristaps Porzingis night, but he sits as the Hawks continue to explore their new life post-Trae Young. The Celtics continue their homestand against Jalen Johnson of the Atlanta Hawks. Next.
This is Boston Celtics basketball.
The 1957 season is over. The Celtics are the world champions.
The Celtics are brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks, Amica Insurance, your New England Honda dealers, Cambridge Savings Bank, and by Shaw's and Star Market.
The ball game is over. The Celtics have won the World Championship.
And by Delta Dental of Massachusetts, Brex, your New England Chevy dealers, Town Fair Tire, and by Comcast Business.
The Boston Celtics have won the World Championship for the 15th time.
And by your New England Ford dealers, Mass Mutual, Wendy's, Clinton Savings Bank, Blue Sky Restoration Contractors, Ticketmaster, and by your Boston area Lexus dealers.
It is banner 17. The mission statement is mission accomplished. It is banner 18. The mission demanded is mission accomplished.
Now, here's Sean Grante and Cedric Maxwell.
At TD Garden for Game 2 of the 4-game homestand. Starting lineups brought to you as always by Amica Insurance, the exclusive auto, home, and life insurance partner of the Boston Celtics. Nikhil Alexander-Walker and Dyson Daniels, the Great Barrier Thief. That's the Atlanta backcourt in the post-Trae Young days. Corey Kispert coming off not a great game the last time out. We'll tell you why. In Atlanta's Monday afternoon game, played early because of the snow. Jalen Johnson on his way to the All-Star game. Haven't announced it yet, but trust me, I need Onyeka Okongwu up front. The Celtics tonight will sound like this.
Peyton Pritchard, University of Oregon.
Derek White, University of Colorado.
Sam Hauser, University of Virginia.
Jaylen Brown, California, Berkeley.
And throw in Amari Williams, who made his first career start Saturday night in Chicago. His second career start will be right here, right now, against the Atlanta Hawks. Talked about, Max, all these teams bundling up behind the Celtics. Everyone here is looking up at Detroit. Meanwhile, there's about 7 teams closer to the Celtics now than the Celtics are to Detroit. 3 straight home games here against sub-500 teams, Atlanta, Sacramento, and Milwaukee.
Don't look in the rearview mirror. That's what they tell me.
Atlanta wearing their black jerseys tonight with the yellow numbers and letters, red trim down the side. They go right to left. Celtics in the road green on their home floor. Onyeka Okongwu wins the opening tap from Amari Williams back into the hands of Jalen Johnson on a Wednesday night at TD Garden. We are underway. Thanks for hanging out with us. Okongwu, the handoff for Dyson Daniels. Now Jalen Johnson. Where does the shooting come from is the question. It comes inside to Okongwu. Again, all-star against the Celtics. Every time he sees green, floats it up and in over Amari Williams to open the score. Peyton Pritchard. Ridiculous assist-to-turnover ratio over the last 3-4 weeks. Leading the league in that category. He and Mike Conley in Minnesota going back and forth. Jaylen Brown down the right side, picked up by Kispert. Backs him down in the mid-block. Here's the step back, high arcing jumper, no good. Front iron, the rebound for Jalen Johnson.
A tough shot.
I think he can get a better one against Kispert. Long lead, Alexander Walker will throw it out to the corner. Daniels doesn't want to shoot from there. Kick out of Okongwu, dribbles around Hauser, throws back out to Jalen Johnson. Slap drive on the left side on Derek White before moving to the left corner. Air ball from Corey Kispert. On the rebound on the weak side for Peyton Pritchard.
Not even close.
I'll tell you about the game Kispert had. It was crazy in their win on Monday. They had a double-digit win. The Hawks did, and Kispert was a minus 25. Jaylen Brown, shovel pass to the far corner. Hauser against the Hawks. You know a 3 is coming.
Man, that was a kind of lazy pass for Brown, though, but it went in them right in the fingertips.
It got there. Remember, Hauser made 10 threes in the game in Atlanta 11 days ago. Okongwu will try one from the left wing. That's off, and the rebound for Jaylen Brown. 3-2 is the early Boston lead. Peyton Pritchard up the right side behind the Amari Williams screen. Kispert in front of him. Pritchard will shuttle it out towards Jaylen Brown. Jalen, left-hand dribble. Dyson Daniels will draw that assignment, and Jalen gives it up. They swing around the horn to Peyton Pritchard. Shot clock down to 8. Pritchard switches to the right hand, drives on Kispert, spins, fades on the baseline, hits. Really?
Wow.
Really?
Tough shot, back off the wrong foot there by Peyton Pritchard. You cut him off, and he goes with another counter move.
That was like the Temptations or something. Down the left side, Alexander Walker for Kispert. He attacks, switches to the left hand, beats Derek White and scores. 5-4 Boston. Pritchard up the right side across half court. There's the bounce pass to Amari Williams. Looking to give it up. We're in the number 77. Backdoor cut for Jaylen Brown. And Amari Williams tried a little casual pass. Threw it near Dyson Daniels. That's an automatic steal. Daniels lead for Corey Kispert. His 3 is good. And Amari Williams will learn real quick about making that pass.
Going backdoor against a guy like that, impossible.
7-5. Atlanta by 2. Atlanta's had a lot of success here the last couple of years. Jaylen Brown bounce pass in the pocket for Amari Williams, but he misses the left-hand layup. He beat Okongwu to the rim, but missed the layup. Kispert driving on Hauser, falling away, banks it high off the glass, no good, and Amari Williams has the rebound. Still 7-5 Atlanta here in minute number 3. Derek White, left-hand dribble, shut off by Okongwu. Now he's got Dyson Daniels on him, so he gets rid of it to Sam Hauser. They're looking for Kispert here. They don't get him on the switch with Pritchard. He's got Alexander Walker in front of him. Pritchard has to run back behind the line. Tough fall-away 3 is no good. That's great Atlanta defense. And the Hawks have the rebound. Kispert out to Dyson Daniels.
Not too many soft spots defensively.
No. Daniels blows right by Jaylen Brown. Goes to the right hand and scores. And see how long Joe Mazzulla lets this go on. 7-0 Atlanta run. They lead by 4. Not going to out-shoot you, but they will out-defend you, and they can get to the rim. 9-5 is the early Atlanta lead. Derek White over the shoulder pass. Hauser had a pretty good look at a 3. Runs to his left away from Jalen Johnson. Misses the 3 on the move. And Dyson Daniels has the rebound. Trying to run him off the three-point line all night. Alexander Walker dribbles around Pritchard. Handoff. Okongwu underneath. And he blows the layup. Should have been an easy one. Stares at his hands.
What's wrong with him? They fell off.
Jaylen Brown will try Kispert. That's where the ball goes. Wherever Kispert is, where the ball's going to go. Here comes the double team from Dyson Daniels. Jaylen Brown kick out. Pritchard 3. No good. Rebound. Hauser got a hand on it, but comes down to Jalen Johnson. Kispert up the right side of the floor. Shovel pass for Jalen Johnson. He'll crank up a 3. Swish. And there's your Joe Mazzulla timeout. Hawks run off 10 straight and build an early 7-point lead. 4:13 gone by at TD Garden. Atlanta 12, Boston 5 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
What if your instincts could pay off? With Robinhood Prediction Markets, you could put your knowledge to work on the events that matter to you. Prediction Markets isn't just sports. It's the Fed rate decision, your favorite awards show, and so much more beyond the playing field. Trade events with Robinhood. Visit Robinhood.com/predict. That's Robinhood.com/predict. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
Hi, this is Boston Ford Sam Hauser, and I'm proud to partner with Delta Dental of Massachusetts on Veterans Assist. Every time we record an assist this season, Delta Dental donates $25 up to $50,000 to the Tufts University School of Dental Medicine's Cares for Veterans program. This program makes a real difference, delivering dental care to veterans experiencing housing challenges across Massachusetts. Let's give our veterans something to smile about with the care they deserve. Join us in making it happen. Visit 985thesportshub.com/veterans to learn more. Together, we're empowering smiles, one assist at a time.
Scrub-A-Dub's unlimited car wash plan lets you wash anytime for one low monthly price. Your car will always be Scrub-A-Dub clean.
Anytime's a good time to be Scrub-A-Dub clean.
Ladies and gentlemen, football fans of Foxborough, are you ready to tackle cyber threats? IntraSystems, New England's leader in cybersecurity solutions, presents the ultimate defensive front against malware, phishing, and cyber blitzes with Barracuda's XDR solution. Barracuda's XDR solution is relentless, fast, and always keeping threats in check. Contact IntraSystems today to protect your business with the champions of cybersecurity. Remember, a good defense wins championships and keeps your data safe. Access security trust. IntraSystems.com.
Gambling can be addictive, just like alcohol and other drugs. And like with other addictions, help for yourself or a loved one is out there. Call the Massachusetts Problem Gambling Helpline at 800-327-5050.
The game is on the Sports Hub.
Celtics down by 7 as Joe Mazzulla calls the early timeout. Ford F-150 first quarter presented by Ford F-Series, #1 selling pickup, #1 truck. And brand loyalty. Tonight's contestant Jesse Bonello of Dover, New Hampshire. Boston goes up by 15. Any point in this first quarter, Jesse wins the opportunity to see a game from the Ford Sports Deck. Enter the contest at 985thesportshub.com. Celtics jumped on the Hawks in Atlanta 11 days ago. Reverse is true here. Remember, Atlanta kind of blew up the Celtics spot in the NBA Cup last year with that win here.
Hawks are sometimes can be really tricky. I think now he's talking about a better defensive squad, especially at the initial point of attack without Trey being around.
That's very politically well put in a nice way about Trae Young, whose defense was horrific.
Numbers don't lie.
But they've got some players whose offense is horrific. Dyson Daniels got to get better. He's a brilliant defensive player. Derek White turns the corner. Here's a lob for Amari Williams, and he misses the layup again. A little too tall for him. Kate has been finishing that easily, but Luka Garza could not get his warm-up off fast enough. Amari Williams coming out of this game as Jalen Johnson runs it up, draws a foul. And as well as Amari Williams has played in this over this last 4 or 5 day period, he has had a rough start here against Atlanta tonight. And Joe Mazzulla going right to the bullpen.
Well, you always have guys playing, and you give them a chance, and you get a couple opportunities. And if you blow those opportunities, all of a sudden you look and say, okay, I'm coming out the game. And it happens. You're essentially, when you're a rookie, you're on like a roller coaster, man. And Joe Mazzulla was walking right behind him saying, son, you got to make those. You got to dunk them.
So Amari Williams will come out. Luka Garza will enter the game. If the Celtics either down by 8 or 9, depending on the second Jalen Johnson free throw, which is good. It is a 12-0 Atlanta run, and the Celtics are down 14-5 here at the start.
Don't they owe you?
They do. I said you forget it. When you're cranking up threes up by 40, you forget about it. The other team doesn't, especially when you're going to see them again so quickly. Jaylen Brown out near half court. Looking for Kispert. He's got him, so he drives on him to the elbow. Stop and start. Pulls his way to the free throw line. Pump fake. High arcing jumper is good.
You want a few guys who makes that little pump fake and they can get under control. Remember that big shot against Dallas in the championship? Same kind of pump fake.
14-7. Corner three from Alexander Walker is no good. Weak side rebound, Sam Hauser. Derek White, again, is not taking a shot here early. Moving to his right, Jalen Johnson on his shoulder, behind a back bounce pass for Garza on the perimeter. Handoff knocked away from Hauser. Alexander Walker has the steal, goes the distance, Euro step, but his handoff misses Jalen Johnson, and the caroms out of bounds, and the Celtics catch a break. They'll get the ball back.
Should have just tried to lay that basketball up. He had a offensive guy running on the backside if he missed it.
Christian Koloko and C.J. McCollum will check in. Koloko had just been signed by the Hawks. We didn't see him in the game in Atlanta.
Koloko.
C.J. McCollum starting to get his groove on a little bit after the trade. Started the year in Washington. Jaylen Brown guarded by Daniels on the wing. That's the marquee matchup. Floats it to the right side. Pritchard with Koloko on him. Return to Jaylen straight away. Going to take the deep three. Way off. Air ball.
Oh. Hit net. Bottom of the net.
Can't get impatient. Hawks are going to make you work. So Celtics get a little more offense here. Derek White did not take a shot in his 6 minutes. He'll come out. So now you got Simons out there with Hauser, Pritchard, Brown, and Garza. Celtics 7 points in the first half of the first quarter. Scored 30-plus against Portland in the first quarter the other night. Jalen Johnson kick out. Daniels not a good three-point shooter. Going to drive instead. Floats it up, no good. Back tap of the offensive rebound. Koloko to Jalen Johnson. Drives on Simons. Forces up in traffic, no good. Gets his own rebound and the putback and one. Ugly.
Not rebounding the basketball. That's going to always hurt you. We talked about it early in the game. Said second chance opportunities. Williams coming right back in for Garza that quick. I guess it's one of these things. If you don't box out, you're not going to be playing.
No question. So Ugo will get an early call.
Right.
So
here come Mr. Plus.
Let me say it now. All right, Ugo Gonzalez, the net rating numbers. I tweeted them out the other day. You can find them. But basically, the top 10 in the NBA right now, 7 members of the Oklahoma City Thunder. Jokic, Wemby, and Ugo. Jalen Johnson gets the free throw, and the Celtics, a very rare double-digit deficit. There haven't been a lot of these lately. In fact, the Celtics haven't been down by 14 or more. Only been down once in the calendar year, and that turned out to be the comeback win in Miami. Down 17-7 early. Jaylen Brown fumbles the ball and then throws it away. Long lead pass. Luke Kennard switches to the left hand. Jaylen, make-up speed, chase down block. Takes the 2 points off the board, but nobody picks up Kennard to the corner, and the 2 turns into 3. 18-2 Atlanta run here.
Scrambling around. Nobody could get to their man.
Celtics down 20-7. 5:16 to go in the first. Jaylen Brown driving. In on Daniels. Has the ball slapped off his own knee, out of bounds. The Celtics are now 3 of 10 with 4 turnovers to begin the game.
And Daniels knew what he was doing defensively. As soon as Brown tried to reach up with that basketball, he was always looking at it, slapped down on it, hit him right off the knee, and he said, Mr. Official, my basketball. Somebody lost the contact.
Yep. Koloko, I believe.
And the official just called it in his hand.
Yeah,
that's pretty
great
cool.
job. Mark Lindsay, he was trying to put the contact in, dropped it, and Mark Lindsay looked like he snatched that out of the air. Good work. Referees never appreciate it for the little things. All right, Dyson Daniels guarded by Ugo. Moving to his right behind a Koloko screen. Gonzalez stays in front of him. Kick out Koloko. Wide open elbow jumper is no good. Amari Williams back in the game, grabs the rebound. I'm wondering if we're going to see Josh Minot tonight. This could be the night. Pritchard moves it to Jaylen Brown. Jalen Johnson was chasing Jaylen Brown, fouled him as he was going behind the screen. First foul on Atlanta here. 7 minutes and 7 seconds in. The Celtics, up until the other night, were flirting with the best offensive rating in NBA history. Have scored 7 points in 7 minutes to start this game.
Well, I think their defense is like a turtle shell. Really hard, but if you can get on the inside, you can attack it. They're pretty soft there.
Pritchard deep on the right side against Daniels. Sample of a player Pritchard didn't used to play against. Now Luke Kennard on Jaylen Brown, but the shot clock's down to 4. Jaylen deep, steps back behind the line. 3 is in the air, short. Rebound goes off Jalen Johnson out of bounds. Celtics will get a break and get a new 14.
And you're saying right now, most of the shots the Celtics have taken have been tough, contested shots. Shot clock going down. Is this the night when Simons gets on?
Hawks have been the number 5 defensive team in the league since the Boston game 4 games ago. Jaylen Brown gets a screen from Amari Williams. Has it in the right hand against Koloko. Now puts it in the left, gets to the dotted line, leans in to draw the foul.
That was an easy play. He smelled something bad and just said, look, I'm going right to that spot. Goes up. Williams has his hand out. Goes to the free throw line. The way you kind of break momentum or change momentum, I would say, would be sometimes going to the line, shoot a couple free throws. Now, in turn, you have to make the free throws. He says that because, wait for it, Brown's good.
Keep going. Everybody loves it when you take over at the free throw line.
That's okay. They don't pay me by the word.
Second free throw is good for Jaylen Brown. 20-9. That ends the 18-2 run for the Hawks. 11-point Atlanta lead. 4:20 to go. First quarter if you're syncing up. Jalen Johnson catches left side, dribbles into traffic, then throws back out to the corner for a rare Dyson Daniels 3.
That's why they're so rare, because he had really good form shooting that shot from the outside.
How about 8 for 67 on the year? 12%. 23-9. Celtics, just the second time they've been down by 14 in the month of January. Pritchard, left-hand dribble, pump fake, can't get around Luke Kennard. Throws it back out to Jaylen Brown. 4 on the shot clock, has to take the straightaway 3. It is no good. Rebound C.J. McCollum. Boy, an ugly quarter for the Celtics, down by 14. Jalen Johnson dribbles to the middle of the floor, attacks the right side, and did he lose the ball out of bounds? Nope, they're giving it back to Atlanta.
Wow.
Johnson wanted a foul.
He was coasting there for a layup then. Sharma comes in, so now you bring your fast shot group defense in, maybe a little closer right now, lose something offensively with Brown coming out of the game, but they need a little shake up here.
So some of these home games have started with very low energy. Under out of bounds and safely to Koloko. Return to Alexander Walker, quick 3, forced it from the corner and he hit it. Tough shot. Timeout Joe Mazzulla. But the Celtics have dug themselves a hole. 3:35 to go. Opening quarter at the Garden. Atlanta 26, Boston 9 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Every great team is built around its all-stars. So let's meet the stars of your New England Ford dealers' award-winning lineup of SUVs. First up, we have the Bronco and Bronco Sport. Key players with iconic styling that sets them apart on the road. And all-terrain capability makes them ready for anything. Then there's the Ford Explorer with room for 7 passengers and lots of gear. Your New England Ford dealers have some great offers on the whole award-winning lineup. Stop by today and see for yourself.
As the Boston Celtics gear up for the stretch run, they know they'll have to protect home court. At Amica Insurance, they understand how important it is to protect the things that matter most to you. So they put in the time to make sure you're taken care of. Whether it's talking through the details of your coverage or following up after a claim, your auto, home, and life insurance are more than just policies. They're protection for the life you built. Visit Amica.com and get a quote today.
BetMGM, an authorized gaming partner of the NBA, is adding extra excitement to every basket this year with special promotions, new features, and more. Log in throughout the season to find anything from odds boost tokens, same-game parlay boost tokens, and unique rewards in your account to amplify your winnings. Log in to BetMGM all throughout the basketball season to see what's new. Hope is here. Call 1-800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Massachusetts only. In partnership with MGM Springfield. Play it smart from the start. Live chat at GameSenseMA.com.
Clinton Savings Bank is here to help power up your business. With our new partner services, you can process payments on any device, saving you time, and manage payroll with flexible, affordable options. Plus, with online banking, mobile deposit, ACH, and wire services, managing your business finances just got a whole lot easier. Enjoy no minimum balance requirement and no minimum deposit to open your business checking account. Visit ClintonSavings.com to get started today. Member FDIC, member DIF.
Score a touchdown with all your fans. Get ready for the game with a trip to Shaw's or Star Market. Tackle your hungry team with Shaw's and Star Market party platters. Pick up sandwich platters, wing platters, shrimp platters, veggie and cookie platters that'll leave your fans cheering for more. Order ahead in-store, by phone, or online at shaws.com or starmarket.com. Shaw's and Star Market party platters are made fresh, so you always win. Shaw's and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh.
Hit 98.5 thesportshub.com.
Celtics have already dug themselves a 17-point hole. Felt like right after the national anthem ended, which was brought to you by Mass Mutual, planning and protection on and off the field. One of the largest deficits for the Celtics this year, and they'll try to combat it now with Anthony Simons out there with Derek White, Shireman, Ugo Gonzalez, and Amari Williams. 26-9 is the Atlanta lead. Remember, the Celtics jumped on the Hawks in Atlanta 11 days ago. Simon switches to the right hand, drives strong. Here's that scoop off the window and in.
That's a tough shot. Kind of jumping off the wrong leg then.
Some Anthony Simons news pinballing around the interweb today. C.J. McCollum strong down the right side, shuttles it out at the last second of the corner for Mo Gay, and his three is good. 29-11, Atlanta by 18, just extending the lead. They're 6 of 9 on threes. One of the better three-point shooting teams in the league, but remember, a lot of that was with Trae Young. Derek White into the paint, awkward flip shot, no good off the back iron. That was a bad-looking shot. Atlanta's a chance to take a 20-point lead here in the first quarter. This is reminiscent of that home game against Indiana right before Christmas. Well, this is not the Indiana Pacers. Entry to Okongwu. Ugo Gonzalez was hanging on him and commits the foul.
Great little post up then. What you do, if you get a smaller guy, you pin him with your arm. You don't allow him to go across and steal the basketball. Great post up. Okongwu was playing against the Celtics every night. All-star.
Nickeil Alexander-Walker straight away against Simons. Bounce past McCollum. Return to Walker into the corner. Mo Gay, same spot, but this time Shireman closes the distance. So Mo Gay, a couple of dribbles with the left hand. Will return it. Alexander-Walker crazy deep. Three late in the shot clock, and that's good. Is it better to be lucky or good? How about both? And the Hawks have been, and now lead by 21, nearly 10 minutes in. Derek White, bounce pass Amari Williams, fumbles it in the paint. He is struggling here. He's fighting it. Kick out Simons, quickly steps to his left away from Alexander-Walker and gets the three right back.
Somebody got to go and just start it offensively.
Hawks 7 of 10 to begin the game from three. Alexander-Walker fouled by Simons coming down the left side. He'll get free throws.
They're attacking. They're moving the ball well.
If you're wondering, the Celtics have only been down by more than 20 3 times this year, and 2 of those were in the first week and a half of the season. A game at Madison Square Garden, game 2, and the game they got blown out by the Rockets here. And the other time was the 21-point deficit at Milwaukee in the NBA Cup makeup games. This is the 4th time Celtics have been down by more than 20 this year. Alexander-Walker gets the first free throw.
One guy you might want to look at, too, and bring in might be Jordan Walsh. Defensively, if you can't stop these guys, you need somebody who's going to defend a little bit better and has a little bit of offense.
Alexander-Walker gets the free throws. How about this shooting display for the Hawks? 7 of 10 from 3, 5 of 5 from the line. They lead by 20, 34-14. Amari Williams and Anthony Simons. Quick three from the wing. Got it. Celtics, that's the only thing they have going right now is Anthony Simons. 34-17. Simons has the last 8 Boston points. And 8 of the 17 they've scored. Alexander-Walker dribbles to the elbow. Jumper no good over Derek White. Rebound Ugo Gonzalez. Celtics only back-to-back buckets in the quarter were their second and third possession of the game. Derek White, step back on Alexander-Walker, moves to the Shireman. Shireman wearing the white T-shirt under the green uniform. Shooing Derek White away as he dribbles to half court, moves it to Amari Williams. Here's the dribble handoff to Simons. Simons against the Okongwu, steps to his right, tough fall away three, that's no good. Rebound Amari Williams keeps it alive. Simons pounces on it, but is falling out of bounds and throws it away. Live ball turnover, Alexander-Walker, kick out McCollum, trail 3 comes up short. Celtics dodge one on the rebound for Ugo Gonzalez. Derek White into the front court, looking for an opening. Having a pull-up 3, no, short, rebound, deflected into the hands of Alexander-Walker. Races into the front court, shovel pass to the corner, Kennard lefty 3, no good. Rebound, Amari Williams deflects it to Ugo Gonzalez. We're in the final minute of a brutal first quarter for the Celtics. Trailing 34-17. Simons has 8. The rest of the Celtics are 3 of 15, 9 points. Simons left-hand dribble, and he is bumped and fouled. And he could have got Alexander Walker for grabbing Amari Williams, and that's exactly what they did get. That's the foul the Hawks had to give here in the final minute.
If you're the Hawks, you don't want to give extra opportunities, especially against Williams. You got the Celtics right now back on their heels. Don't put them in the penalty situation.
21 is a big deficit, but not in this NBA when it's this early in the game.
Chip away, chip away.
Look at the Chippewas. Derek White, left-hand dribble to the mid-block, fall away, rims out, offensive rebound. Ugo spins it back up with the left hand, no good, but he got fouled. More plays made by Ugo Gonzalez.
It just reminded me of something we were playing. Central Michigan.
Yeah, the Chippewas.
And now let me spell what he was saying. He said Chippewas. And then one of our fans stood up in just before the game. It was real quiet like him. And the guy just screamed out, "What the hell's a Chippewa?" And I mean, the whole place just erupted. And I was on the floor. I just fell out. UNC Charlotte humor at that time.
I believe it's a Native American tribe, isn't it? First free throw is good for Ugo.
Could be. But I don't think that was in his study pattern at that time.
Isn't that what that woman asked you in Whole Foods at one time? That was something different.
What tribe are you from?
Greatest Whole Foods story ever.
Greatest answer ever.
Yeah, it was, but let's leave it at that. People tend to misunderstand things these days.
Do they?
Victor Wembanyama had some comments about Minnesota, and people went crazy about that because now players are finally speaking. Ugo gets 1 of 2. He's pretty much done that every time he's been at the line this year. He is now 10 of 19 in his rookie year from the line. 34-18, Atlanta by 16. About a 5-second differential on the 2 clocks as we count it down to the first quarter. Shireman checking C.J. McCollum out at half court. Kongwu comes out, sets a screen. McCollum moves to his left, attacks the left side, pull up, falling away on the baseline. He hits it, tough shot. Leaves 7.8 on the clock. Simons hits half court, but here's an offensive foul, moving screen. Amari Williams, and the Hawks will get the last shot. And as good as Amari Williams has been in his first couple of games here after the call-up, he has had a rough first quarter. And that's what younger players will do. Sometimes they'll lean into the screen, but you don't have to do that. Just your presence is going to be enough to alter the defender's path. But if you lean into it, they're going to call you every time.
Thank you, Sean. I mean, you finally listened to me.
Randy on
I like
ball.
that.
Jalen Johnson will trigger the inbound. Into a Kongwu. Wants to get rid of it. Force it down low to Kennard. Flips it up and in over Simons. Hawks make the most of it. They lead by 20. 0.3 of a second. Simons' heave is going to go way wide left. And one of the worst quarters of the year for the Celtics comes to an end. They're down by 20 at the end of 1 at the Garden. Atlanta 38. Boston 18 on the BetMGM 98.5. The Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style. It's time for powerful performance, plus plenty of room inside. Start your journey in a brand new vehicle. Check out the Honda Ridgeline, Pilot, Passport, or CRV.
See dealer for financing details. Wendy's has new chicken tenders and new sauces. So whether you're a creamy ranch girly or a new Wendy's signature stand, you can dip to your heart's content. Now let's wrap this up because I got to dip. I want to try these new tenders. For tendies you're going to know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's.
Bob's a financial professional who's currently enjoying a win-win scenario, meeting with a valued client and enjoying a round of golf. But Bob's used to win-win scenarios because he works with Mass Mutual, who not only provides the freedom and flexibility to offer his clients products and solutions that meet their needs, they offer Bob the autonomy, compensation, and optional home office support that meet his. Win-win. Success for your clients and yourself. The feeling is Mass Mutual. Learn more at massmutual.com/wealthmanagement.
Hey, Boston, we all know this city works hard. From the Seaport to Kendall Square, innovation moves fast here. So Boston companies need financial tools built for speed and control. That's where Brex comes in. Brex is the official corporate card of the Boston Celtics, but it's even more than that. Brex built an intelligent finance platform that uses AI agents to take manual finance tasks off your plate. Things like issuing cards to new hires, filling out expense reports, and enforcing your expense policy are all automated. Over 30,000 companies already run on Brex. Yours could too. Learn more at Brex.com.
Hi, it's Jason Todd from Blue Sky Restoration. All basketball season, Blue Sky is restoring historic garden moments on the parquet. Tune in to the Celtics radio network every home game to hear this date in history restored by Blue Sky. And remember, if you have a property disaster, visit goblusky.com. Restoring your property and your life for a brighter tomorrow.
Zoe and Beetle, middays on the Sports Hub.
Boston trying to dig out of 2 feet of snow. Celtics trying to dig out of a 20-point deficit. As we go to the second quarter, Ford F-150 first quarter was brought to you by your New England Ford dealers and Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 49 years. 10-second station identification on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. WBC-FM at HD Boston 98.5, the Sports Hub.
Grandy and Max at the Garden, where the Celtics trying to dig out from one of their worst quarters of the year. Down by 20, 38-18 as we begin the second with Hauser, Garza, Simons. Jordan Walsh in for the first time and Derek White. Garza, handoff for Sam Hauser. Long cross court, Jordan Walsh catches against Mo Gay. Right-hand dribble, attack, scoops, no good. Offensive rebound, put back for Luka Garza.
And just got inside out. Second chance opportunity, very rare for the Celtics in this game.
We got a 3-off one earlier. Here's Dyson Daniels dribbling to the dotted line, throws back out to Okongwu, and that's a travel, stop and start. You can clearly see space between his left foot and the floor. He picked it up, and the Hawks begin by giving up an offensive rebound and turning it over. 38-20 is the 18-point Atlanta lead.
Can't get back 20 at one time, but just chip away, play solid.
Simons has 8 of the 20 Boston points. Has it here, right side of the floor. Okongwu comes out to challenge, forces the kick out to Derek White. White driving on Vit Krejci, falls away at the mid-block, jumper rims out, scramble for the rebound. Mo Gay has got it, and he moves it ahead of Luke Kennard. Veteran shooter, one of the best, most consistent shooters in the league. He moves it to Krejci, right side three is no good. He just fires randomly. Scramble for the rebound, loose ball foul called on the Celtics.
Like it was Garza going over the back then.
It's on Jordan Walsh.
Energy.
Celtics went 3 of 12 from 3 in the first quarter. Atlanta went 7 of 12. Including one from Dyson Daniels. That's how you know you're having a good night. Kennard skip past Krejci, dribbles into the paint. Paint is packed, so we'll kick out. Dyson Daniels doesn't want to shoot, finds Kennard, runs it to the right corner for Mo Gay. His three is no good, and the rebound belongs to Garza. Quick handoff to Sam Hauser. Hauser floats it ahead to Jordan Walsh on the right side. Kick to Derek White, up fakes the three. Blows by Dyson Daniels, and a bad pass back out to the wing, easily picked off by Okongwu. Okongwu driving, Euro step on Simons, goes off the window and in. 5 ball turnovers here. Points off turnovers, 10-zip in favor of Atlanta. 6 Boston turnovers. Just about to surrender the league lead in that category at Oklahoma City as turnovers been piling up the last few games. 40-20. Hauser to 12 feet. Short jumper's good.
Boy, getting so much better again at getting that jump shot on the move with the defender on his left-hand side.
Simons and Hauser, 5 of 7. The rest of the Celtics, 3 of 17. Daniels runs over Derek White, puts the right arm up as he's dribbling with his left, knocks Derek White backwards, and is called for the offensive foul.
Clean play then. Defensively, if you're not doing anything offensively, you got to do something defensively. This time, Derek steps into the passing lane, stands there, defender comes into the body, you get the basketball back. Now, let's see if we can get Derek to score some baskets if you're the Celtics.
Derek White, another 0 for 4 start. He has not scored yet in 11 minutes. Jaylen Brown returns here. Early second quarter. Hauser catches, turns, fires 3. Front iron, bounces out. Offensive rebound. Luka Garza throws to the corner. Hauser steps back there, takes a second, and then nails a 3.
Fondo, I got right to that spot, and boy, Atlanta is playing this one close to the vest.
This is so scary when you got such a huge lead so early in the game. Quinn Snyder takes time out. 9:30 to go. First half, Atlanta 40, Boston 25 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Bernardi for now, Bernardi for life.
Welcome the new year with a new car from Audi Natick. Lease the all-new 2025 Audi Q5 for only $599 per month for 39 months with only $44.36 down. MSRP $55,030 or get 2.99% APR financing for up to 72 months. See dealer for details. 6,032 at signing, 10,000 miles per year.
This is 2026. No more messing around. It's the first day of the rest of your life. Today, you are switching to Astound. Shifting your Wi-Fi and life into a new gear. Reliable, affordable connection. so you can browse, watch, and play like you've always wanted. Because slow Wi-Fi is so last year. Under budget, full speed ahead. That's Astound. Gig Wi-Fi for $50 a month with a 3-year price lock. Restrictions apply. See astound.com for details.
That's the sound of James adding long-lasting Gain scent boosters to his laundry this morning. Several hours later, James sniffs the irresistible scent of Gain on his shirt. Gain. Several hours later, James has even caught the attention of his mother-in-law, and she never gives him attention.
Ooh, you smell amazing, James.
Oh, thanks, Mom. I love you too.
I never said that.
Add Gain scent boosters to your laundry. Add joy to your day.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. JD Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store and online. And now the more you buy, the more you save on beds, bases, and more. Plus, get free home delivery on most beds with base. Limited time. For JD Power 2025 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Check it out at the Sleep Number store today.
Scrub-A-Dub's unlimited car wash plan lets you wash anytime for one low monthly price. Your car will always be Scrub-A-Dub clean.
Anytime's a good time to be Scrub-A-Dub clean.
Felger and Maz, afternoons on the Sports Hub.
Celtics basketball presented by Amica Insurance. And Amica, they build a game plan with you in mind. Visit Amica.com today to learn more about their award-winning customer service. Celtics have cut a 21-point deficit to 15, 40-25. 9.5 to go in the first half. Your guy, Isaiah Covington's getting some love on the NBC Boston telecast here. HBCU night.
Yeah.
He went to Delaware State.
Okay. All right, enough of that. Let's get back to the game. Not a hater, I'm a congratulator.
All right, Hawks back on the floor. Koloko is out there with Daniels, Krejci, Luke Kennard, and Jalen Johnson. A 15-point lead here early in the second, coming out of the Quinn Snyder timeout. Jalen Johnson to the elbow, a little delayed pass, threw it in late, and he landed before he got rid of it. He's called for traveling, and suddenly the Hawks are falling apart here with a couple of turnovers early in the quarter.
Easy opportunity then, just get up in the air and shoot the basketball instead of trying to make a pass while you're up in the air.
Milwaukee Bucks will be here on Sunday, and obviously all the honest talk now ratcheted up as we approach the trade deadline next week. Now that he is reportedly, according to Sham, saying he is open to a trade from Milwaukee. Garza dribbling with the left hand, and Jalen Johnson picks off Derek White. Call for the foul.
Just strange when you think about how he was there and he wanted Dame Lillard, and you're thinking this was the team for the future. Vegas gave him great odds, and they just kind of fell apart.
There's only so much you can do when you're that far over the cap and the taxes, the Celtics will tell you. Jalen Brown moves it down low to Garza, pump fake, fouled by Koloko, scores off the window, and one. And Luka Garza has made a difference here since coming back in the game.
Got his man up in the air, got him in the popcorn popper and just threw it off the window. I tell you, I love watching him play because he might be the one of the few guys I think that if I had to race him right now, I might be able to beat him. I have a shot.
Free throw right down the middle. 8-0 Boston run to cut the Atlanta lead to 12. 40-28. 8:53 to go in the first half.
Like when I watch him run, it's painful to me.
Koloko, former Raptor, teammate of Chris Boucher, handed Jalen Johnson, throws out to Dyson Daniels. He's got to learn to look at the rim. Jalen Johnson backs it out. Krejci moving screen on Derek White. He gets the ball back, floats it up and in. And boy, Krejci put both hands on Derek White and tagged him. They usually call that. Instead, swing the other way. So a 14-point Atlanta lead. Derek White bounce pass Garza diving in. Almost reversed that up and in on the left side.
Well, it looked like they found something offensively.
7 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists for Garza here in 5 minutes off the bench. 42-30, 12-point game. Dyson Daniels returns it to Jalen Johnson. Johnson zips it to Koloko. He's not looking at the rim either. Hand off Krejci. Krejci ball fake. Bounce pass to the cutter. Dyson Daniels. He lays it up over Garza. No good, but he gets his own rebound, and the putback will fall.
We talked about them, how they're going to battle and hit the glass.
13 second chance points now for Atlanta. 44-30. Jalen Brown Goes to the ground, but he tripped over Garza, and he throws it away. Just gives it up to Dyson Daniels, who drops for Jalen Johnson. His pass back out to the wing. Anticipated, stolen by Simons. Jalen never got back. Simons finds him, steps in on Koloko, and scores.
Man, that was a pitiful effort by Koloko there, defensively.
Krejci turns, fires, three is good. There is not a more willing shooter than Vit Krejci. And Atlanta is 8 of 15 from three. They lead 47-32. 7:16 to go in the first half. Luka Garza, handoff Sam Hauser. Hauser bumped by Kennard. They got to call that. Third team foul on Atlanta.
I know when they give him shots here.
He made the shooting motion after he got bumped.
They're going to stay on the side.
Peyton Pritchard on a rough start. He will come back in. We said, how many nights have we been saying this lately? Peyton Pritchard and Derek White, 1 for 7. They've combined for 2 points in 22 minutes.
Too much. Too many times if you're a Celtic fan. And Derek White, worse than that.
And tonight they've only combined for 1 assist and 1 turnover. Luka Garza for Simons. Simons got the offense going for the Celtics.
Brown
Losing to
knocked down
Hauser.
again.
Yeah, Brown got knocked down. Handoff from Garza to Simons. Push pass back to Garza, slips right through his hands, out of bounds. And the Celtics turn it over. That pass is a zip pass into the, with Garza cutting to the basket, but he just couldn't get his hands on it. And they are giving that turnover to Garza. That's 8 Boston turnovers in the first quarter and a half. Quick three, C.J. McCollum rims out. Rebound, Jaylen Brown. This is a team, by the way, that missed its first 21 threes on Martin Luther King Day. Spinning, Jaylen Brown, pump fake on the baseline, lays it up and in with the right hand. He wanted the and one, didn't get it.
Brown came across, he could have had the and one.
Alexander Walker against Sam Hauser. Push pass back to Jalen Johnson, cranks up the three, got it. And the Hawks are shooting the way the Celtics were in Atlanta a week and a half ago. They are 9 of 17 from three.
Thing of Celtics are struggling right now. Atlanta just shooting it smoothly.
50-34, Hawks by 16. Peyton Pritchard lobs an entry. Jaylen Brown against C.J. McCollum. Are they going to help him? Not yet. Jalen backs him deep into the paint and kicks to the left corner. Open. Simons, three. Don't get it. And the rebound, McCollum. Alexander Walker for C.J. McCollum. Return to Alexander Walker, one of the league leaders in threes made this year. Almost had another one in the open look, but no good. And Hauser grabs the rebound, his second. Boston down 16 here, midway through the second. Pritchard blows by Corey Kispert, switches to the right hand and scores. Timeout, Quinn Snyder.
Atlanta is not letting the Celtics gain any momentum. As soon as it looks like anything's happening, great call here by Atlanta.
Celtics scored 18 in the first quarter. They've got 18 in the first half of the second, but still trail by double figures. 5:46 to go. First half, Atlanta 50, Boston 36 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hey, small business owners, listen up. There's a team rooting for your success at Cambridge Savings Bank. They're ready to listen, understand, and support your vision every step of the way. Visit CambridgeSavings.com, member FDIC.
As the Boston Celtics gear up for the stretch run, they know they'll have to protect home court. At Amica Insurance, they understand how important it is to protect the things that matter most to you. So they put in the time to make sure you're taken care of. Whether it's talking through the details of your coverage or following up after a claim, your auto, home, and life insurance are more than just policies. They're protection for the life you've built. Visit Amica.com and get a quote today.
BetMGM, an authorized gaming partner of the NBA, is adding extra excitement to every basket this year with special promotions, new features, and more. Log in throughout the season to find anything from odds boost tokens, same-game parlay boost tokens, and unique rewards in your account to amplify your winnings. Log in to BetMGM all throughout the basketball season to see what's new. Hope is here. Call 1-800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Massachusetts only. In partnership with MGM Springfield. Play it smart from the start. Live chat at GameSenseMA.com.
When you compete with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior like beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch, Michelob Ultra, Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Imagine looking up and seeing 49 championship banners hanging from the rafters. Because for 49 straight years, Ford F-Series has taken the crown as America's best-selling trucks. And Ford F-Series trucks are still the team to beat. featuring the F-150 and the strong, hard-working Super Duty. See your New England Ford dealers and make this a banner year. Sales claim based on 1977 to 2025 CY total sales.
Toucher and Hardy, mornings on the Sports Hub.
Celtics down 14, 50-36. 5:46 to go in the first half, coming out of halftime. Joe Murray will be along with scores from around the NBA. LeBron, how many more games is he going to play in Cleveland? No, none, or maybe all of them next year as a free agent. Who knows? He's playing back there tonight. Great ESPN doubleheader. Cavs and Lakers in the first game, and then the Rockets and Spurs in the second game. Two legitimate contenders for Giannis if the Bucks do make that trade, and Houston losing Steven Adams for the year. There's some reports, some Celtic reports out. It's always dicey at the trade deadline. We'll get to a couple of those involving Anthony Simons here to at least discuss them if we get a whistle. But the Hawks have it here up by 14. Jordan Walsh dogging C.J. McCollum. Fights through a screen, feeds him into Ugo Gonzalez. Celtics sending the pit bulls out there. Step back by McCollum, and he knocks it down over Ugo.
Pitbull got stabbed, then a little crossover, got back on his heels.
Boston down by 16. Peyton Pritchard down the left side. Attacking Kispert every time. Jaylen Brown now against Alexander Walker. Spins in the paint. Pump fake goes to that left hand and misses the layup. Rebound punch to the air. Jordan Walsh has got it. Keeps it alive. He's picked up his dribble. Needs help. Bounce pass to the cutter. Ugo. Extra pass. Luka Garza spins it off the glass. No good. Gets his own rebound. Puts it back up and in. And Max, who kept that play alive again?
Yep. Ugo.
He did. C.J. McCollum down the right side. Goes off the window. Gets the two right back. Hawks are scoring easily here. 54-38. Atlanta by 16. Peyton Pritchard takes the handoff back from Luka Garza. Pritchard turns the corner, attack Jalen Johnson, pump fake, draws the double team, throws to the corner. Ugo, good handles, dribbles behind his back, tiptoes past Koloko, shovels out to Jaylen Brown. He attacks and scores off the glass unless he can get the layup. He can't get the layup to go. He got right there, and even Jaylen Brown is missing open layups. Jalen Johnson knocks Ugo away, misses the layup. Ugo has the rebound and gets it away to Jordan Walsh. The guys that are the NBA players that have missed wide open layups in the first half is unbelievable. Garza, pull up, straightaway three is no good. Rebound. Ugo flies in for it, can't get it. Still 54-38. Johnson, pull up, three at the last second. He gives it up to C.J. McCollum, and his three is good.
Man, I mean, even when you think you're stopping them, they get to the shooters, and they're just knocking them down.
Pritchard down the left side, tiptoes the baseline, throws back out to Garza. Finds Jordan Walsh, up fakes the three. Left-hand dribble drive, bounce pass into the paint. Anticipated, stolen by Alexander Walker. Celtics up to 9 turnovers already. Alexander Walker tried to lob it for Koloko. Terrible pass, but it hits the glass, bounces to Alexander Walker, and he kicks out to Kispert for an open three. And when it's your night, it's your night. Largest lead for Atlanta. 8-0 run. They're up by 22, 60-38. I laugh at all the people saying the Celtics just shoot too many threes. They're not shooting enough. The Hawks are out shooting them 20-15 from three, not to mention the fact they're making them. Ugo, bounce pass in the paint. Garza finds the cutter. Jordan Walsh reverses it up and in.
Finally something easy. Celtics struggling right now. And the Hawks, one dribble, one move, and knocking down the shot.
Celtics have been giving up above the break threes. You figured you could do it to this Atlanta team, but the Hawks are tearing them apart. Jalen Johnson drives, runs it off the back iron, no good. Rebound, Jaylen Brown. Boston down 20, 2:45 to go in the first half. I still can't believe the layup Jalen missed. He's tripped by Koloko. That's the 4th team foul on Atlanta.
Hate that. Koloko fouls, you go out the game, and you helping the guy up that you just fouled.
Derek White comes back in. I don't care if Derek White is 0 for 8. He's got to keep shooting.
You got to shoot the basketball and get some things going.
Derek White 0 for 4. It's really come to the point when you can make the legitimate statement that the Celtics really missed the Miasketa. Stabilizing things defensively. Hawks got into the paint early. Cross-court pass deflected out of bounds by McCollum. Celtics will keep it with 12 to shoot. It's 60-40. Atlanta by 20. Celtics cut a 21-point deficit to 12. But the Hawks, an 8-0 run to push it to 22 before the last bucket by Jordan Walsh.
Well, how do you find your scoring out there? Who's going to do it? Brown is being guarded.
Daniels been all over him. Jalen switches to the right hand. Tries to attack Dyson Daniels. Here's a step back. Crazy. Fall away, no good. It's a bad shot. You can't force it. against Daniels. Jaylen Brown is 3 for 11. McCollum kick back to an open. Kongwu, 3 is no good. Rebound Derek White. Celtics are teetering here. Down by 20 with 2:15 to go in the first half. Derek White switches to the left hand. Drops back to Garza. Garza return to Derek White on the wing. Derek White dribbles in traffic against the Kongwu. Hand off Garza. Flip shot. He knew it was no good. He chased it. Rebound to Kongwu.
Celtics can't make layups.
No, they can't. Well, they've been equal opportunity. The Celtics have missed shots from everywhere. I'm amazed they're shooting 40%. They trail by 20 here with 1:49 to go in the first half. McCollum up fakes on Ugo. Drives to the dotted line. Floats it up. No good. Rebound Jaylen Brown. Celtics trying to run. Get themselves a 2-on-1 for the first time. Jaylen attacks. Blows right by Kongwu. Misses another layup. Offensive rebound. 2 shots at it. And Garza eventually knocks it in.
Garza misses a layup, the first one. Brown misses a layup.
3. Jalen Johnson, no good. Rebound, Peyton Pritchard. Jaylen Brown is 3 for 12. Celtics down by 18. Just trying to hang in this thing at halftime. Jalen against Dyson Daniels. Step back. Long 2 from the baseline. Got it. Not going to get back in the game with those, though.
Daniels just solid, though. What he does, he stays up on you, just puts a hand in your face, challenges a shot at the end.
And you get frustrated, and he is waiting to pounce on a turnover. Boston down 16. Final minute first half. Here's Dyson Daniels. Shut off by Garza in the paint. Pushes it out to Jalen Johnson against Ugo Gonzalez. Johnson steps around him, goes to the left hand, misses. He wanted a foul. Should have got one. Surprised he didn't.
Snyder's going crazy.
He should be. Derek White, 45 seconds to go. Celtics looking for the 2-for-1 here. Down by 16 late in the second quarter. Derek White out on the leprechaun logo at center court. 10 on the shot clock. Derek White tries the right side. Pull up. Elbow jumper. Got it. 8-0 Boston run. Derek White's first points come with 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Wow. Lucky you're down where you're at.
No question. Jalen Johnson. Straight away, Jaylen Brown staring at him. 8 on the shot clock, 17 on the game clock as we count it down to the first half. Jalen Johnson push pass into the corner. Rising McCollum 3. Didn't like it. No good. Rebound Jaylen Brown. Outlet Derek White. 9 seconds to go in the half. Derek White puts in the hands of Jalen. 4 seconds. Jaylen Brown chucked by C.J. McCollum, switches to the left hand, moves it down low to Garza, whose shot doesn't fall. It doesn't matter. Jalen passed to him too late anyway. And a brutal first half offensively for the Celtics comes to an end, and they are fortunate, and I mean fortunate, to only be down by 14. Coming up, Joe Murray has scores from around the NBA. It's a big night. A lot of inter-conference battles in the Eastern Conference. This team's jockeying for position behind the Celtics for second place in the Eastern Conference, including the Knicks and the Raptors. We'll update you on that. The Giannis trade demand is the story of the day as those talks begin to escalate. And back here at the Garden to see if the Celtics can shake off the doldrums to get themselves back in the game against a tough defensive team. They trail the Hawks 60-46 since halftime on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Clinton Savings Bank is here to help power up your business. With our new partner services, you can process payments on any device, saving you time, and manage payroll with flexible, affordable options. Plus, with online banking, mobile deposit, ACH, and wire services, managing your business finances just got a whole lot easier. Enjoy no minimum balance requirement and no minimum deposit to open your business checking account. Visit clintonsavings.com to get started today. Member FDIC, member DIF.
98.5 The Sports Hub and the Celtics Radio Network welcome the following new partners. Delta Dental of Massachusetts. They've teamed up with Boston's Sam Hauser for Veterans Assist to help deliver dental care to veterans experiencing housing challenges across Massachusetts. Blue Sky Restoration. Tune in to hear this date in history being restored by Blue Sky all season long. And remember, if you have a property disaster, visit goblusky.com. And your New England Chevy dealers and the Chevy Silverado. From the home of the Celtics, thank you for joining our winning team.
Big on flavor, big on comfort, and big on value. The 99 Restaurant's $14.99 Big Deal Meals are now available every day, all day. So hurry in today or every day for our juicy chopped sirloin. You gotta love the nines.
Nothing compares to catching your Boston Celtics live, and nobody knows that better than you, Celtics fans. It all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Boston Celtics and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can experience all the sights, sounds, and styles in person. Put that jersey collection to use for the next game and get Celtics tickets at Ticketmaster. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets, and there's no better brag than saying you saw it live. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com/Celtics.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
For the best deal on any name brand tire, get to Town Fair Tire. For the guaranteed lowest price and the most free services, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. And you know, I mean nobody.
Town Fair Tire.
The Bruins play on the Sports Hub.
Celtics down by 18, just trying to hang in this thing at halftime. Jalen against Dyson Daniels. Step back, long two from the baseline. Got it. Not going to get back in the game with those, though.
Daniels just solid, though.
All right, welcome into Celtics halftime. I'm Joe Murray. Well, it's not good, everybody. But it's Atlanta, and it's only one half. That was Jaylen Brown, who was our Cambridge Savings Bank halftime taking care of business player. I spelled bank with B-A-C-K, so that's why I said back. But he is the Cambridge Savings Bank. Taking care of business starts with a great team. With CSB, you get a partner who puts you first. So you can focus on what matters most. Visit CambridgeSavings.com or stop by a branch to start your relationship today. Member FDIC. Well, the score is 60-46. Joe Math would tell me that's 16 points that the Celtics are trailing. Why are they trailing by 16 points? Well, they're 4 of 15 from 3. And they've only gone to the free throw line 5 times. They've hit 4 of them. Atlanta, they have shot 48% from 3. That's very good. That's very, very, very good. One guy, though, who's a starter, has been starting of late. He had the first bucket of the game. His name is Sam Hauser.
Jaylen Brown, shovel pass to the far corner. Hauser against the Hawks. You know a three is coming.
Man, that was a kind of lazy pass for Brown, though, but it went in the right at the fingertips.
It got there. Remember, Hauser made 10 threes in the game in Atlanta 11 days ago.
Well, Hauser made 10 threes. Tonight he has 2. So he needs 8 more. 8 times 3 would be 24, and that would put the Celtics in the lead. But no, they're down 16. Hauser, 8 points, 3 of 5 from the field, 2 rebounds in this one so far. He's a -4. How about Luka Garza? I really wanted to bet him over points and rebounds, and he already did it in the first half because he's just so good in his 13 minutes. Let's hear from one Luka Garza.
Jaylen Brown moves it down low to Garza. Pump fake. Foul by Koloko. Scores off the window. And one. And Luka Garza has made a difference here since coming back in the game.
Got his man up in the air. Got him in the popcorn popper and just threw it off the window.
That's right. You put him in the popcorn popper. 13 minutes, 11 points, 5 of 9 from the field, 0 for 1 from 3, but he's got 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and a block. Everyone likes Luka Garza. You know who else everyone likes? I wonder if they like him at the trade deadline. His name is Anthony Simons. You know him. He comes off the bench. He's got 8 points, 3 for 5 from the field. He's hit 2 threes. He's got an assist and a rebound. Let's hear from Anthony Simons.
Derek White, bounce pass to Amari Williams, fumbles it in the paint. He is struggling here. He's fighting it. Kick out Simons, quickly steps to his left away from Alexander Walker and gets the 3 right back.
Somebody got to go and get started offensively.
Yeah, someone's got to get going. Jalen Johnson, 11 points for Atlanta. CJ McCollum, 9 off the bench. Every single player has scored for Atlanta, but Christian Koloko. We will get Koloko crazy coming up here on the other side. We'll get your Sports Hub headlines. We'll tell you what's going on with the Patriots, who's on the injury report. All that and more. Celtics trail 60-46. I'm Joe Murray on the BetMGM 98.5 The Sports Hub, Celtics Radio Network.
Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers has been Boston's go-to personal injury attorney for over 30 years. You don't want a firm that's just going to roll over and take a lowball offer from an insurance company. No, you want a team that knows the playbook and knows how to win. They handle the legal battles and the paperwork so you can focus on getting back in the game. Consultations are free and there's zero upfront costs. Bottom line, if you've been hurt in a car or work accident, you got to get Glassman. Call all sevens at 617-777-7777. That's 617-777-7777 or visit GottaGetGlassman.com.
Fans, there's a new player in town and a new name, but the same winning team.
Imperial Subaru, formerly Patriot Subaru, is still bringing you the same great customer service and the same great staff you've always trusted.
The only difference?
A huge selection of brand new Subarus ready to take the field. From all-wheel drive performance to top safety ratings, Subaru is built to win in any weather, any road, any play.
So if you're in the market for a new ride, make the smart call and celebrate Imperial Subaru's grand opening all month long.
Imperial Subaru, championship level discounts. Visit online at imperialsubaru.com.
Hi, it's Elliot from Jordan's Furniture. Right now, come into any Jordan's, buy as much as you like. And if the Yukon men's and women's basketball teams both reach the finals this season, it'll all be yours free. They don't even have to win, just play in the championship game. It's happened twice before, it can happen again. Jordan's Furniture, the official furniture store of Yukon Athletics. Terms and conditions apply. See Jordans.com for details.
Are you looking to improve your smile? Well, you got to get to Boston Dental in the Seaport and experience their premium quality of services with their state-of-the-art technologies. Book your appointment today, right now, at bostondental.com.
1-877 Cars for Kids. K-A-R-S Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS.
Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Elevate your next night out at Union Straw, a local upscale neighborhood restaurant with 2 locations. Foxborough, just minutes from the stadium, and downtown Taunton. Seasonal menus that are refreshed every 3 months, keeping things new and exciting for returning guests. All dishes and craft cocktails are made with fresh local ingredients. Union Straw is an ideal destination for private events, offering flexible spaces and customizable options. Open 7 days a week, plus Sunday brunch. Check out Union Straw in Foxborough or Taunton. Great food, great drinks, and a great experience.
This is Boston's home for sports. Sports Hub headlines, presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
Scoreboard from around the league is brought to you by Town Fair Tire. For the guaranteed lowest prices on tires, go to Town Fair Tire, because nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. Taking a look at some of the scores right now. Cavs up 76-65 over the Lakers. It's the Bulls 72, Pacers 65. Heat up on the Magic 63-56, and at halftime, Raptors lead New York 51-47. Grizzlies, they trail the Hornets 40-37, and just underway, Timberwolves and Mavericks. Later on tonight, Warriors, they travel to Utah. And we got Spurs Rockets 9:30 tonight. That's going to be a good one. I'm going to watch it. The Patriots had their first injury report for Super Bowl 60 Drake May, listed as limited with a shoulder injury. And Todd Monken's the new head coach of the Cleveland Browns. Headlines there brought to you by Valvoline and Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit knowingandoilchange.com. You'll save 15% off an extra after oil change at Valvoline and Oil Change, the official oil change of busy people. I'm Joe Murray. We'll have the second half next on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
BetMGM, an authorized gaming partner of the NBA, is adding extra excitement to every basket this year with special promotions, new features, and more. Log in throughout the season to find anything from odds boost tokens, same-game parlay boost tokens, and unique rewards in your account to amplify your winnings. Log in to BetMGM all throughout the basketball season to see what's new. Hope is here. Call 1-800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Massachusetts only. In partnership with MGM Springfield. Play it smart from the start. Live chat at GameSenseMA.com.
For the best deal on any name brand tire, get to Town Fair Tire. For the guaranteed lowest price and the most free services, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. And you know, I mean nobody.
Town Fair Tire.
Step inside the game you love with the NBA app. Tap to watch every game as it's happening.
Brunson does it again.
And and never miss a moment of the jaw-dropping action. Get closer to the players than anywhere else. Follow the latest schedules, scores, and stats. Keep up with every story from across the league. And with NBA ID, it's all personalized to you. The game lives here. Download today.
At Shaw's and Star Market, find value down every aisle with our own brands. Enjoy our best for less. Our exclusive brands like O Organics, Open Nature, Overjoyed, Signature Select, and more. And are only found down our aisles. And now you can save even more. Earn 5 times the reward points on hundreds of products. Just click the offer in your For You gallery and look for the shelf tags. Plus, unlock bonus savings instantly when you click Play and Earn in the deal section. Our exclusive brands are a big deal. Save more at your local Shaw's and Star Market today.
Bob's a financial professional who's currently enjoying a win-win scenario, meeting with a valued client and enjoying a round of golf. But Bob's used to win-win scenarios because he works with Mass Mutual, who not only provides the freedom and flexibility to offer his clients products and solutions that meet their needs, they offer Bob the autonomy, compensation, and optional home office support that meet his. Win-win. Success for your clients and yourself. The feeling is Mass Mutual. Learn more at massmutual.com/wealth management.
Hey, it's Patrice Bergeron. Learn how you can score a hat trick with Bank's free checking account. 3 great benefits, 1 winning account. Get details at any branch or at DavidaBank.com/Bergeron. Bank, honest to goodness. Member of DIC, member DIF.
Planet Fitness has everything you need to get stronger just around the corner. Plus, most clubs are open 24 hours, so you can give everything you've got. Save $28 or more when you join today for $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends January 30th. See club for details.
The Pats play on the Sports Hub.
Celtics trailing by 14, 60-46 as we get set for the third quarter, but not before on this 25th anniversary season for Grady and Max. We check out this date in Celtics history. Some great names connected to this one. Brought to you by Blue Sky. If you have a property disaster, visit GoBLUSKY.com. Blue Sky Restoration, restoring your property and your life for a brighter tomorrow.
It's time for this date in Celtics history, being restored by Blue Sky Restoration Contractors.
What a pass by DJ!
42 for Paul Pierce.
A three-pointer for Danny Ainge!
KG is locked and loaded tonight. Freak, step back long two is no good. Appropriately enough, the ball ends up in the hands of Al Horford as the clock hit triple zeros. And Kenny Atkinson may have questions to answer, but the Celtics answer a lot of them tonight. They go to 23-3 at home without Kyrie Irving. They hold off the hottest team in the NBA, the Brooklyn Nets, and beat them by 8. Final score, Boston 112, Brooklyn 104. 7 years ago tonight here at the Garden, Celtics beat the Brooklyn Nets. This is the post Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett. Brooklyn Nets. This is the Rondé Hollis, Jefferson, D'Angelo Russell, Jared Allen Brooklyn Nets. And the Celtics nearly set a franchise record, 16 block shots in this game. And I was wondering, I looked back at the box score when I saw this. 5 Celtics had multiple blocks in this game. Al Horford had 6. Aaron Baines had 3. Marcus Smart, Marcus Morris, Jason Tatum had multiple blocks in that win over the Nets. Celtics better find their defense here tonight because they're climbing out of a huge hole. They're lucky to be down 14 as we start the third.
Well, you're right. I mean, in this situation, a bunch of opportunities the Celtics have, and think of on the offensive end. Some of the shots they missed. I mean, we're talking about at least 6 or 7 layups that they missed tonight.
Celtics on track for one of their worst offensive games. Actually, right now, it would be their worst offensive game of the year. They've only been held under 1 point per possession once, and that was the game against San Antonio, and it was in danger of that the other night here against Portland. So the offense has completely abandoned them in the first 2 games of the homestand, or the first game and a half anyway. Celtics going right to left here in the second half. We're in the road greens tonight. Got to get those white uniforms back. They have their best record in the whites. Derek White finds Peyton Pritchard. Second half begins with another missed 3, but an offensive rebound put back for Air Hauser.
Sam on that offside, nobody boxed him out. Got a running start. Sam has been your best offensive player.
Celtics now have more second chance points than Atlanta. They are within 12. Dyson Daniels spins in the paint, floats it up and in with the right hand. He beat Derek White clean.
That's his move. Going back across the body with that little flip shot.
Dyson Daniels is 4 of 6. 9 points. Anchoring this Atlanta defense. Pritchard or Derek White straight away moves to Jaylen Brown against Dyson Daniels right side.
Matchup.
And Jaylen fumbles it. Oh, that looked like it went out of bounds off Jaylen, but it hit the shoe of Dyson Daniels. And Dyson Daniels has had his number. Jaylen Brown is 4 of 13 with a couple of turnovers.
After you went crazy in Atlanta, the scouting report has to be about Brown.
Jaylen Brown had 41 points in 29 minutes in that game. They find him on a backdoor cut. He lays it up with the left hand and a late foul. And that's a losing play.
Yeah, I mean,
by Daniels. Committing a foul.
Daniels is behind in at that point. Just let him go, get a layup, start something else over. But great pass then. And Brown beat him back door. And this is the second time we've seen Brown try to go back door. One successful, this time not.
Not a lot of contact on that foul. And Jalen Johnson, who thought he got fouled a couple of times in that first half, really went right at the officials about this call against Daniels. Jaylen Brown, though, misses the free throw. The ball don't lie. Celtics within 12, though, a minute into the third quarter. Corey Kispert takes the handoff back from Okongwu. Wow. Over the shoulder pass. Clean look for Alexander Walker, but he misses the three. Rebound, Jaylen Brown. Good box out on Jalen Johnson by Derek White. Jalen up the middle of the floor. Cross-court pass. Quick hands by Jalen Johnson. Deflects it into the backcourt. Jaylen Brown will go get it. 12 on the shot clock. Jalen switches to the right hand. Lost it again. Overran his own dribble. Ball is loose on the floor. Near half court. Garza got his feet out and kicked it. And I think that's what they're going to call a kick ball on Luka Garza. But it was a smart play because it stopped the break.
Celtics had a chance to dive on that basketball. Garza got on the floor, but it looked like Hauser dove too at the same time. Knocked it away from the other guy. It was like a greasy pig.
Luka Garza is starting the second half, obviously, for Amari Williams, who struggled big time in his first half stint. He was a minus 19 in 10.5 minutes. Celtics have committed 10 turnovers now. They average 12 a game. Jalen Johnson goes left side. Alexander Walker. Left-hand dribble. Steps back away from Hauser. It's a three, and it's good. Alexander Walker, one of the league leaders, 143 threes coming in. He's got 3 tonight. 65-50, Atlanta by 15. Derek White forces an entry. Jalen Johnson saw it coming and volleys it back out of bounds.
Derek's passes aren't precise tonight. They're more like floaters, and you can't do that against good defenders. They can always run to the passing line.
And Celtics 10 assists, 10 turnovers tonight.
Not a good number.
Safely to Garza. Want that number to be at least 2-1. Jaylen Brown catches left side, aims, fires, three is no good. That was a confident shot, but he missed it. Celtics 4 of 17 from three. Atlanta 12 of 25. That's the game right now. Kispert runs to a spot. Fall away three is good. Boy, they can't miss. They're hitting tough threes, contested threes, you name it. 68-50, Atlanta by 18. Same kind of three-point shooting night the Celtics had in Atlanta. Here's Hauser with the big night then. He's way off here. And the rebound for Dyson Daniels. Atlanta chance to regain that 20-point lead. Lobbing the entry of Okongwu back to Dyson Daniels. Lays it up and in with the right hand. Timeout Joe Mazzulla, and the Celtics are getting run off the floor.
Whoa, you're talking about playing with confidence. House money right now. Up by 20, doing everything they want.
9:35 to go third quarter. Atlanta 70, Boston 50 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Too many veterans in Massachusetts are living without the dental care they deserve, jeopardizing their oral health and overall health. Hi, I'm Boston forward Sam Hauser, and that's why I've joined the Delta Dental of Massachusetts for Veterans Assists. This season, with every assist on the court, Delta Dental donates $25 up to $50,000 to the Tufts School of Dental Medicine's Cares for Veterans program. Together, we're opening doors to critical oral health care for veterans experiencing housing challenges. They've served us, now it's our turn to serve them. Learn more at 985thesportshub.com/veterans.
What if your instincts could pay off? With Robinhood Prediction Markets, you can put your sports IQ to work on the games you know best. It's not you against the house. It's you participating in a live market. Buy or sell your predictions all game long. Trade every play with Robinhood. Visit Robinhood.com/predict. That's Robinhood.com/predict. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
Big on flavor, big on comfort, and big on value. The 99 restaurants' $14.99 big deal meals are now available every day, all day. So hurry in today or every day for our juicy chopped sirloin. You've gotta love the nines.
New England, your team is going to Santa Clara for the big game. Now the question is, are you? Bullseye Event Group has your all-in-one access tickets to the big game, premium hotel travel packages, and entry to the Players Tailgate. The Players Tailgate is the #1 rated event over the weekend. Over 60 active players, 20 celebrity chefs, and unlimited food and drinks for 4 hours before kickoff, located right across from the stadium. Make your game day great. Tickets, hotel packages, and Players Tailgate at bullseyeeventgroup.com.
It's Zoe here. From start to finish, contractors count on Charles T. Sheehy with precision products, reliable delivery, and smart solutions. CDS helps keep Boston building strong every day. And when pressure's on and the deadline is tight, CDS shows up ready to deliver. Visit CDSI.com.
The Celtics play on the Sports Hub.
You could say the Celtics were due for a night like this. It's been 7 weeks, 20 games plus since their last knockout loss at Milwaukee on December 11th, and they're getting cuffed around tonight by a team they obliterated 11 days ago in Atlanta. Hawks up by 20, 70-50, with 9:35 to go in the third. Celtics very quietly, low-key as the kids would say, starting to fall back to the pack offensively. 9 games ago, they were on pace for the best offense in NBA history, but they've been pretty ordinary. Middle of the pack offense, 13th in the NBA over the last 9 games, and nothing doing tonight with just 50 points in nearly 2.5 quarters. 4 of 18 from 3. Hawks 13 of 26. That's your whole game right there. Luka Garza. Bad handoff from Pritchard, stolen away by Alexander Walker. Another Boston turnover. Lead on the left side, Kispert attacks. Bounce pass into the corner. Daniels gives it up to Okongwu. Open 3, got it.
Wait.
Every turnover is becoming a live ball turnover into a Hawks 3. Points off turnovers, 19-8 right now in favor of the Hawks. They lead by 23. Derek White trying to get it back and does get the 3 back.
Finally, now that looked like a Derek White shot. This time coming off under control, able to line himself and square his body and knock it down. But
in the paint, Kispert, crazy flip shot falling to his right is good. And everything the Hawks are throwing up there is going in. 52% from the floor, 52% from 3. 6 of 7 in the quarter, lead by 22. Only twice this year have the Celtics trailed by more than this. Hauser, pump fake on Kispert, turns, high arcing jumper, that bounces in. Wow. The Celtics have not trailed by this many since the November 1st. This is the end of the second week of the season. Jalen Johnson down the left side. Subtle move, swinging his arms back into Hauser to draw the contact, and now he'll get free throws.
Got the guy that going to his left this time, just said squeeze. He was almost under the basket, but Hauser reached just a little bit, got caught.
Celtics bludgeoned the Hawks on that Saturday night. Then the next game, the Hawks missed their first 21 threes before C.J. McCollum got the 3 at last on Martin Luther King Day. They almost came back to beat Milwaukee that day. They've won 3 in a row since. And they're starting to figure out who they are here in the post-Trae Young era. And they're going to get Zachary Risacher back pretty soon. And then if they can add Porzingis, all of a sudden you got something. But they've got all these young wings. They own New Orleans draft pick. So Atlanta absolutely has to be in the Giannis conversation. I don't know if you wouldn't call them a favorite because you got those Western Conference teams like San Antonio and Houston. Jalen Johnson misses both free throws. So it remains a 20-point game.
Their package looks to be a real good package. You look at Atlanta.
Atlanta be a good place to be. Derek White down the right side, gets in deep, goes off the window and in. Easy bucket for Derek White. Margin is 18 right now with exactly 8 minutes to go in the third if you're sick it up. 75-57. Okongwu for Jalen Johnson. They run away from him, so he's open for 3, no good. And a rebound for Sam Hauser. Derek White, left side of the floor. Jalen Johnson on him. Derek switches to the right hand, spins at the elbow, nothing there, so he'll back it out. 12 on the shot clock. Tag screen from Hauser as he steps to the left, then returns to Derek White. 6 on the shot clock. Up fakes the 3, dribbles into Jalen Johnson, steps back at the free throw line and hits. Now Derek White looking a little more confident.
Well, that's the person you're looking at. Hitting shots, knocking them down, and being efficient.
Timeout, Quinn Snyder. Derek White's hit 4 shots in a row after an 0-for-4 start. Celtics trying to hang in, but they've got to turn the water off at some point. 7:29 to go, third quarter. Atlanta 75, Boston 59 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Imagine looking up and seeing 49 championship banners hanging from the rafters. Because for 49 straight years, Ford F-Series has taken the crown as America's best-selling trucks. And Ford F-Series trucks are still the team to beat. Featuring the F-150 and the strong, hard-working Super Duty. See your New England Ford dealers and make this a banner year. Sales claim based on 1977 to 2025 CY total sales.
BetMGM, an authorized gaming partner of the NBA, is adding extra excitement to every basket this year with special promotions, new features, and more. Log in throughout the season to find anything from odds boost tokens, same-game parlay boost tokens, and unique rewards in your account to amplify your winnings. Log in to BetMGM all throughout the basketball season to see what's new. Hope is here. Call 1-800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Massachusetts only. In partnership with MGM Springfield. Play it smart from the start. Live chat at GameSenseMA.com.
Amica Insurance knows. You build your life piece by piece through all the moments, both big and small. For generations, Amica's been providing world-class service across auto, home, and life insurance. So when it comes to protecting what you've built, who are you going to trust? Amica Insurance, proud sponsor of the Boston Celtics.
Hey, Boston, we all know this city works hard. From the seaport to Kendall Square, innovation moves fast here. So Boston companies need financial tools built for speed and control. That's where Brex comes in. Brex is the official corporate card of the Boston Celtics, but it's even more than that. Brex built an intelligent finance platform that uses AI agents to take manual finance tasks off your plate. Things like issuing cards to new hires, filling out expense reports, and enforcing your expense policy are all automated. Over 30,000 companies already run on Brex. Yours could too. Learn more at Brex.com.
Hey, it's Brian Davis, Executive Vice President for Blue Sky Restoration Contractors. I'm just so proud of our impressive growth in the New England market and would like to thank all of our clients for trusting Blue Sky to get you back on your feet after a property disaster. At Blue Sky, we're unique compared to any other restoration company because we take care of everything from beginning to end and coordinate all the work for all parties involved. So when disaster strikes, don't panic. Just visit goblusky.com and our team will be ready. Blue Sky Restoration, restoring your property and your life for a brighter tomorrow.
The Revolution play on the Sports Hub.
6-0 run keyed by Derek White cuts the Atlanta lead to 16, 75-59. 7:22 to go in the third. Hawks ball out of the Quinn Snyder timeout. C.J. McCollum now guarded by Jordan Walsh, who was the last one off the Boston bench in that first half. McCollum moves into the corner. Kennard run off the three-point line by Shireman. Throws it back out to the left corner. Waiting there is a Conway three. Rims out. And the rebound for Shireman. Hawks still 14 of 29. They missed their last 2 threes. So Luka Garza, handoff. Wanted to go to Shireman instead. Waiting for Sam Hauser to come get it and push it instead is Derek White. Return to Garza. Pretty good look, but he gives it up to Hauser. Up fakes the three. Steps into a wide open one. And it bounces out. Rebound Jalen Johnson. Got to knock down the open one. Long lead pass for C.J. McCollum up the left side. Entry of Conwell, quick touch pass out to Alexander Walker. Threw it to the corner, anticipated perfectly, and stolen by Derek White running into the passing lane. Derek White, pull up three. Short. Rebound. Jalen Johnson deflects it instead of grabbing it. He tapped it right to Shireman. Celtics on the offensive end now. Trailing by 16 midway through the third.
Pick and roll here.
Derek White steps to his left. His three is in the air. No good. Offensive rebound. Shireman deflects it to Jordan Walsh. He turns, attacks Alexander Walker. Goes off the window. No good. But Jordan Walsh, at least trying to make a play, will get free throws.
Being aggressive. This time ball bounces back to you. Instead of retreating, go forward into the arms of the defender. Shoot a couple of free throws.
10-second station identification on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. WBZ-FM at HD Boston 98.5, the Sports Hub. The media group station.
Grandy Max, sold out TD Garden. Attendance brought to you by Ticketmaster. As always, feel the thrill of live Celtics basketball here all season with seats from Ticketmaster. Making a swish. Buy and sell your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Celtics. DeMar DeRozan, Russell Westbrook, and the struggling Beam Not Lit Sacramento Kings will be here on Friday. They're in Philadelphia tomorrow, and they'll be here for the back-to-back Friday. And then the Milwaukee Bucks, center of the NBA Storm now, will be here for the nationally televised game on Sunday afternoon. Jordan Walsh makes the free throws. 8-0 Boston run. They've cut it to 14. 75-61. We're midway through the third quarter exactly right now if you're syncing up. Jalen Johnson against Hugo Gonzalez. Left-hand dribble, step back at the free throw line. Jumper, no good. That's not really his game. Rebound, Jordan Walsh.
Great box out there by Walsh.
Diagonal lead. Shireman launches for three, and he almost got the bank. It went off the glass and then circled the cylinder almost 2 full times before the rim spit it out. Alexander Walker drives, scoops it up, and his one does roll around the cylinder and fall in. That's the kind of night it's been. Hawks getting plenty of rim luck. 77-61. Atlanta by 16. Shireman down the left side. Bumps on Kennard. Turns. Step back at the dotted line. And it won't go. The rim is just spitting every Celtic shot back out. Jalen Johnson. Guarded by Shireman. Runs him over. Which way? Offensive foul. Oh, Jalen Johnson really getting frustrated here.
You can see the elbow is extended into the body. And again, Shireman takes that jump shot, the three, rims in, finally rims out. It was such a bad shot. It wasn't supposed to go in and almost went in anyway.
Boston down 16, 77-61. Three-point shooting's been the game. Simons in the game, moves it to Shireman. Shireman turns, attacks the paint, throws to the corner. Ugo three, got it.
Can you get this thing to 10?
Hugo Gonzalez up to 40% now shooting threes. It's a 13-point game. Celtics trail by as many as 23 in this quarter. McCollum wanted to step back again. He burned Hugo earlier, but not this time. Dyson Daniels spinning, driving on Derek White. He floats it up, blocked by Derek White. Celtics have it.
First real good defensive stand by the Celtics.
Derek White moving to the top 10 all-time among NBA guards and shot blocks. Jordan Walsh for Baylor. Shireman straightaway three. Front iron, not even close. Rebound, Derek White knocks it away from Jalen Johnson, but he tiptoes the end line. And instead of it being Atlanta ball, they're calling a loose ball foul on Jalen Johnson. Boy, Jalen Johnson has not gotten great calls tonight. And that's 4 fouls on Jalen Johnson. I wonder if they're going to challenge. Yeah, they are.
You see with Derek White.
Yep, there's contact, but I think the Hawks may win this one. They're challenging the 4th foul call on Jalen Johnson. Could be a big one. 4:21 to go in the 3rd quarter with Atlanta up by 13.
Well, it was right there running, and unless his feet got caught up in Johnson's feet, it was accidental at best. But the Celtics would take it, but Atlanta says a legitimate challenge here.
All right, so we said we got a lot of ground to cover tonight. A little bit later, we'll try to get into the Jason Tatum podcast. I just saw him in the hallway. Talked to Joe Mazzola earlier about his comments about Joe. And it's an extraordinary podcast to listen to, but he had that one line about that he played in Memphis. But let's shift to the reporting today. Michael Scotto, fairly well-respected reporter, had a couple of stories about the Celtics, Anthony Simons, and draft pick compensation, which has just sort of generally been the thought. And his reporting is that the Chicago Bulls offered Vucevic for that package. His reporting is that the Celtics said no, and his reporting is that the Celtics have offered that to the Clippers for Zubac, and the Clippers said no. Either way, there's going to be a lot of smoke about Simons and something else to bring a big here.
Yeah. Eventually something is going to happen. There's going to be some movement someplace.
Do you think a Giannis trade happens next week, or does it happen in the offseason?
I think it happens next week. I just think it's too much for the Bucks to carry into next season. I think you make a move now, and you get something done, and you move on.
Celtics on a rough offensive night, just 6 of 25 from 3, 14 assists with each one. Delta Dental donates $25 to the Tough School of Dental Medicine's Cares for Veterans program. Follow along at 985thesportshub.com/veterans. A big night in the Eastern Conference. A lot of positional battles here, as we're going to find out from Mark Lindsay.
There is no illegal contact from Atlanta's Jalen Johnson. As a result, the ruling on the floor will be overturned to a no call. The challenge is successful, and due to imminent possession in the immediate and natural aftermath of the play will resume a Atlanta throw-in on the baseline as the ball went out off of Boston's Derek White. The challenge is successful, and Atlanta will retain their timeout in this situation.
Good challenge by Quinn Snyder, and Mark Lindsay got this one right. So this is huge. Not only does Atlanta get the ball, but now you lose that 4th foul from Jalen Johnson.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you've said before, what kind of challenge do you have? And is it worth it? This time it was worth it because you didn't want to pick up another foul. You get possession of the ball, but you didn't want to pick up on another foul on your key play.
Another team in the East to talk about that the Hawks may have to keep at bay. Charlotte, the #1 offense in the league over the last few weeks, up by 7 at Memphis. Wow. And in the backcourt, Hawks coming to foul. Ugo drew it.
Yeah, and it was essentially like an elbow. You know, with CJ. Ugo got up on him, and just hit him with the chest with a forearm. We'll get a chance to see it.
Ball came inbound to C.J. McCollum, and he absolutely elbowed it.
That's a veteran.
Ugo, absolutely.
That's a message sent right there.
Yeah.
Young fella, get off me.
Well, the message sent cost the Hawks a possession. Let's see what comes of it with Atlanta up by 13. They led by 23 not that long ago. 4:09 to go in the third. Jordan Walsh wants it, has it on the wing, return to Shireman. Shot clock down to 10. Derek White comes to get it, looks at the rim against McCollum, pulls it back, 6 on the shot clock. Derek White, 2 dribbles to the right hand, gets to the dotted line, floats it up and in. And now Derek White can't miss. He's hit 5 of his last 7 after starting 0 for 4. It's an 11-point game. Celtics have cut 12 points off the deficit. Bounce entry, caught by Jalen Johnson. Knocks Simons away, flips it up and in with the right hand. That was bully ball.
Yeah, too big. Just took him in the post, just jumped over him.
79-66, Atlanta by 13. Jalen Johnson headed for another triple-double. Needs 3 more assists. He's been piling those up here on his way to the All-Star game. Derek White dribbles behind his back, exposed the ball, lost it, dove on the floor, and gets tied up for a jump ball.
Way to keep the ball. Sometimes you see guys, they just get frazzled. And they just pick the ball up and they just throw it.
Well, the Knicks and Toronto, 2 teams right behind the Celtics. Toronto's up by 6 midway through the third. Cavs are now blowing out the Lakers very, very quietly. No one's paying any attention. But the Cavs are about to go 12-4 in their last 16. And if the Celtics can't come back and win, Boston is only a game ahead of Cleveland in the Eastern Conference. They'll be a game ahead of the loser of the New York-Toronto game as well.
Well, we talked about the Cavs early in the season. I thought they were going to be really good, and it just seemed they had a lot of bad losses and no effort. And all of a sudden, they just kind of turned it around.
They're trying to figure out who's going to be in this jump ball. Looks like it's going to be Derek White against Dyson Daniels. Also, some shot clock issues did possession change. They're keeping Mark Lindsay busy tonight. Jump ball. Daniels with the quick hands, taps it back to Okongwu. Hawks by 13, now the ball, 3:15 to go in the third. Celtics' only lead tonight was at 5-2 and then 5-4. That was it. Okongwu has the ball knocked away by Jordan Walsh. Loose ball, pinballs around, and Shireman comes out of the pack with it. He's got a lane to the basket, goes the distance, and gets tackled by Okongwu. Now, that looked worse than I think it was because Shireman was starting to stumble, but the fans are going to want some aggressive action on the part of the officials.
That seemed like that Kevin McHale, like, look at both arms. Not up around the neck, was more like on the arm.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I wouldn't give him a front.
No, I think that is a common foul that Baylor Shireman, to his credit, tried to sell into something bigger. They got to look at it here with 3:03 to go in the third. Fans are reacting to Shireman's reaction.
Shireman dying on the floor. I mean, he took that and he milked it for all it's worth. And you know, what will they say? Here's one of the things that officials will use sometimes. The wind up. Did he wind up? Was there intent? Did he follow through?
I do not think there was.
I agree with you. I totally agree with you. But in the new NBA,
Cavs blowing the Lakers off the floor. So the hottest team in the NBA is the Clippers. And they now have a better net rating scoring differential than the Lakers do. And that's before this game tonight when the Lakers are getting blown out. Lakers have been the opposite of the Celtics all year. The Celtics have been losing the clutch time games. So as good as their record is, it's not nearly as good as their statistical profile. The Lakers are exactly the opposite. They're going to fall to 10 games over 500, and they have been outscored for the season.
So hearing people behind me saying Robert Parrish, what he did, what Kevin McHale did.
Now, by the way, what was the Kevin McHale call? Foul. Just a foul.
Just a plain foul.
Here we go.
After review, the contact from defender Okongwu does not rise to a level of unnecessary. As a result, the ruling of the floor will stand as a defensive shooting foul. Play will resume with Boston shooting 2 free throws with the shot clock reset to 24.
That's the right call.
Fisher might want to learn how to get down closer to the mic like some of the other officials do. But it was
Bill Kennedy,
correct. Yeah.
leans into the camera. Well, fans not happy, but Baylor Shireman will get his 6th and 7th free throws of the season. With Boston down 13 and 3:03 to go in the third. Joe Mazzulla, as he has every night, just trying to find combinations that work. The starting group with Amari Williams really struggled. Jaylen Brown has had a tough night with Dyson Daniels. Derek White's finally got going here a little bit. Simons had a little explosion late first quarter. Refs are hearing it, but they got this call right.
Yeah.
Shireman gets the first free throw.
I totally got it right. I mean, you're talking about the guy who was trying to wrap it. His arm hit his shoulder, then went down lower on his chest. It wasn't around his neck.
Shireman misses the second. Mogay has the rebound. Hawks with the ball up by 12. 3 minutes to go in the third. Dyson Daniels, who knows right. Derek White knows he can go into the screen against Dyson Daniels. He does. Ball moved to C.J. McCollum. Driving on Simons. Falls away in the corner. Tough two, no good. Offensive rebound in and out of the hands of Okongwu. Shireman may have knocked that loose. And here's Derek White. Finds Shireman stepping into the play. Up fakes the three. Drives on Mogay. Gets in deep. 2 pump fakes. No one goes for it. So the kick back out to Ugo. They reset with Derek White. Luke Kennard comes out to challenge. 10 on the shot clock. Derek White gets a Jordan Walsh screen. Steps back into a three. No good. Back iron. Offensive rebound. Jordan Walsh. But loose ball foul. Knocking down Okongwu.
Whoa. Getting that. It looked like Walsh is just quicker to the basketball. Oh, no, not that one. I mean, I hate taking a play away from a guy who is hustling. And all he did was win and grab the basketball. One man wanted it more than the other.
It's turning into right now. The Celtics have played defense well enough that it's just the bad three-point shooting that has cost them tonight. McCollum switches to the right hand. Tough runner, no good. Rebound, Shireman got pulled down. No call. Okongwu grabs the offensive rebound. Ball knocked away out of bounds. Joe Mazzulla right in the face of Mark Lindsay. Gets teed up. And Sam Cassell has to pull Joe back. And Joe just went full jiu-jitsu on Sam Cassell and threw him out of the way to get back to Mark Lindsay.
And look at the players. They're laughing over there. That's Sam. Wow.
So Shireman got pulled down. We haven't seen that replay yet. That led to the Hawks getting the offensive rebound. And Joe Mazzulla, who wants to reward his team for playing harder as they have here in the third quarter to defend them. Wow. Ball don't lie as Luke Kennard, of all people, misses the technical.
Oh, I didn't understand what they were arguing about. Did Shireman just get knocked down?
The question is, and we couldn't see it in real time, did Shireman collide with Ugo? Is that why he went down?
Hey.
All right, now, regular free throws here for Okongwu. First one is good.
Joe did go almost suplex.
Well, he leaned. I mean, Joe knows how to use his weight. Sam leaned on him, and Joe just basically sidestepped him and moved Sam to the side, and Sam went flying. Okongwu gets the free throws amidst the storm of the crowd behind him. Atlanta by 14, 81-67. 2:09 to go in the third. Derek White for Anthony Simons out there with Walsh, Shireman, and Ugo Gonzalez here with exactly 2 minutes remaining in the third.
Doing this without Brown.
Yeah, well, he struggled tonight against Dyson Daniels. Simons against Okongwu. 5 on the shot clock. Simons going to have to make a play. Right hand dribble to the free throw line. Tough step back, and he got it.
Whoa, that's a real tough shot. Hand in his face there.
Simons, 10 points on 6 shots tonight. Atlanta by 12. C.J. McCollum shuttles it for Dyson Daniels. He stumbles into the paint, spins on Ugo, floats it up and in.
That's his move. This time he gets you going one way, then goes back across his body with that little jump up.
83-69. Celtics down 14 with 1:26 to go in the third. Trying to climb out of the 23-point hole. Anthony Simons pressured near the sideline. Right-hand dribble, over-the-shoulder pass gets all the way to Derek White out on the left wing. Hand off Baylor Shireman. Shireman looking for an opening on McCollum. Drives on him, pump fake, scores off the window, and the foul. Baylor Shireman instinctively has realized that someone's going to have to start making plays. So if nobody else is going to do it, I'm going to do it.
A little bit stronger then. And just took McCullough right towards the hole here. Boom, 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 and then jumps up to him. A little hand on him and hits him on the arm.
Oh, this is the
now
first.
can Shireman complete the three-point play, though?
First one of the year, first and one. It's an 11-point game. Shireman's been good again. His first bucket tonight.
Excuse me. All this without Brown being on the floor.
Jaylen Brown, 5 of 15 tonight.
Ooh.
Up fake, and McCollum steps away from Derek White. 3 is no good. Celtics had the rebound. Now a loose ball foul. It's called on Mogay. Knocks down Shireman. Shireman trying to pump up the crowd. Atlanta should be over the limit here.
Wow. Find a friend. That's what you do in this situation. Find somebody who wants to play. That's what Joe is doing.
And this is why Jaylen Brown, to me, is truly in the MVP conversation, because on the nights he hasn't had it, he usually comes back and gives you something late. He has really struggled. 5 of 15, 12 points, minus 16 in this game. The Shireman gets the first free throw, but he's only played 22 minutes. He's going to be fresh here in the fourth quarter.
So he'll get his turn up the bat. And also, you think about Peyton Pritchard also.
Yeah. So without Pritchard and Brown, the Celtics have cut it from 23 down to 9, 83-74. Final minute, third quarter. Celtics have been in every game they have played the last 7 weeks. C.J. McCollum down the right side. Derek White dogs him into the corner. Shot clock at 8. McCollum, right-hand dribble around Derek White, goes off the window and in. Full marks for C.J. McCollum there. He beat Derek White clean.
C.J. McCollum, man, wherever he goes, he just plays hard at the initial point of attack.
Hawks by 11. 38 seconds to go in the third. Derek White
2 for 1.
Spins on Luke Kennard. Gets in deep, floats it up. Front iron, no good. Rebound, Mogay. And there's Dyson Daniels racing past Derek White. Moves it around. Jordan Walsh gets it to Mogay, but he's covered in the paint, so it throws out to McCollum.
He never left the lane.
Yeah, he did not. They missed it. C.J. McCollum gets rid of it. Luke Kennard, pretty good look. Straight away three, blocked on the way. It comes all the way down to Okongwu, who scores over Derek White. That shot block took a funny trajectory under the basket. 4 straight points. Big ones for Atlanta to push it back to 13 with 8 seconds to go in the quarter. Simons. 4 seconds. Simons against Dyson Daniels. Simons falling away. Banks it home. That's a really tough shot to beat the buzzer.
Wow. Hand on his hip. Just tossed it in and went out the window. Nice.
The Celtics have clawed their way back in it. Now can Jaylen Brown deliver them?
Chance
in the fourth. Celtics trail by 20 at the end of one, by 14 at halftime, down by 11 now as they make the turn for home. End of 3 at the Garden. Atlanta 87, Boston 76. On the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Wendy's has new chicken tenders and new sauces. So whether you're a creamy ranch girly or a new Wendy's signature stand, you can dip to your heart's content. Now let's wrap this up because I gotta dip. I want to try these new tenders. For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style. It's time for powerful performance. Plus, plenty of room inside. Start your journey in a brand new vehicle. Check out the Honda Ridgeline, Pilot, Passport, or CRV.
See dealer for financing details. Clinton Savings Bank is here to help power up your business. With our new partner services, you can process payments on any device, saving you time, and manage payroll with flexible, affordable options. Plus, with online banking, mobile deposit, ACH, and wire services, managing your business finances just got a whole lot easier. Enjoy no minimum balance requirement and no minimum deposit to open your business checking account. Visit clintonsavings.com to get started today. Member FDIC, member DIF.
Score a touchdown with all your fans. Get ready for the game with a trip to Shaw's or Star Market. Tackle your hungry team with Shaw's and Star Market party platters. Pick up sandwich platters, wing platters, shrimp platters, veggie and cookie platters that'll leave your fans cheering for more. Order ahead in-store, by phone, or online at shaws.com or starmarket.com. Shaw's and Star Market party platters are made fresh, so you always win. Shaw's and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh.
For the best deal on any name brand tire, get to Town Fair Tire. For the guaranteed lowest price and the most free services, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. And you know, I mean nobody.
Town Fair Tire. Champions play here. The Sports Hub.
To the fourth quarter we go on what has been an uphill climb night for the Celtics, who trailed big early in this game. They were down by 20 in the first quarter, by as many as 23 in the third, but they have cut it to 11, 87-76. Hawks will have the ball to begin the fourth quarter as the Celtics get the two guys that have struggled tonight, Peyton Pritchard and Jaylen Brown, back in there with Hugo Gonzalez, Sam Hauser, and Jordan Walsh. Celtics starters in this game, minus 12. And the bench is a +1. Entry, Okongwu turns, jump hook, falls in. Man, every shot the Hawks have taken tonight, it seems like it's hit the rim. Reminds me of Game 6 in 2008 when that happened down in Atlanta. Hawks by 13.
Well, say Okongwu playing against the Celtics. You said it early on. All-star.
13-6 for Okongwu. Didn't have to deal with Cada tonight. Peyton Pritchard, he didn't play the first Atlanta game. Pump fake on McCollum, tough, arcing shot, no good. Rebound belongs to Mo Gay, and he's fouled. Loose ball foul on Jordan Walsh. And Peyton Pritchard just had a bad night. He's not alone. Jaylen Brown, 5 of 15. Peyton Pritchard, 2 of 6. Derek White, 5 of 13. Starting 5 has just gotten outplayed badly tonight. I've never seen this before. All 5 Atlanta starters have exactly 13 points.
Wow, that's crazy. I don't think I've ever even heard of that before.
And McCollum has 11 off the bench. If McCollum scores before any of the starters, they'll have 6 guys with exactly 13 points. Okongwu against Luka Garza. Handoff. Here is C.J. McCollum. Bounce pass for Okongwu. Attacks, runs it off the glass. No good. Rebound punched in the air. Jaylen Brown makes the extra play to deflect it to Hugo Gonzalez, keeping it away from Dyson Daniels. Sam Hauser lead into the corner. Peyton Pritchard. Or Sam Hauser straight away. Hauser, handoff to Garza, and he dropped it. Stolen by Daniels. Lead for Kennard. Scoops it up and in, and the Celtics just destroying any chance they might have with these turnovers. Points off turnovers, 21 of them for Atlanta. 21-16.
Boy, Daniels has been a beast against Brown.
Jaylen Brown against Dyson Daniels. Kick back out, Sam Hauser. Daniels shuts him off again. Peyton Pritchard switches to the right hand, attacks McCollum, dribbles under the basket.
Oh.
Turns.
Oh.
Got away with it, travels. He runs it off the window and in. Hawks bench is going berserk.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, people who like to complain about the officials, Celtics have gotten a great whistle tonight. Great whistle. Dyson Daniels throws out to Okongwu. Straightaway 3 is good. I'll play against the Celtics, Brad Miller All-Star on Onyeka Okongwu. 94-78, Atlanta back in control, up by 16 with 10 minutes to go. Jaylen Brown, jump pass to the corner. Ugo, another 3, got it. He's hit 2 of those right down the middle. 94-81.
Uh-oh.
Driving McCollum, and he scoops it up and in.
Ugo missed the play then. Nobody came back to help him out.
This has really been a bad game the way Joe Mazzulla looks at it, but the Celtics not paying attention to details. Very sloppy, unclean game they have played. Trail by 15. Jaylen Brown gets to the dotted line. 14-footer is good. He didn't even like that. It was flat, but it was right down the middle. Jaylen's up to 14 points on 16 shots. 96-83, Atlanta by 13. Dyson Daniels ducks the shoulder, throws it back out. Okongwu for McCollum. Swung left side, Kennard. Right hand dribble to the elbow. Falling away, and he hits a tough lefty jumper. Timeout, Joe Mazzulla.
You say what?
He has not found guys that could defend tonight. I mean, the Hawks have been great, but the Celtics have happily helped them along. 9-10 to go. Atlanta 98, Boston 83 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hey, New England football fans, it's official. We're going back to the big game. Planning on going? True Fan Travel has the ultimate San Francisco travel package. Everything is taken care of. Round-trip private charter flight, 3-night hotel stay in the heart of the city, all-inclusive tailgate close to the stadium, and an appearance by New England legend David Andrews. Space is limited, and this experience will sell out fast. You won't want to miss this history. Visit TrueFanTravel.com to book your trip. Again, that's TrueFanTravel.com. See you in San Francisco.
The 99 Restaurants $14.99 big deal meals always hit the spot. They're big on flavor, big on comfort, and big on value. And now you can dig into these hearty favorites any day of the week. That's right, the $14.99 big deal meals are available all day, every day. So now you can have the roasted turkey dinner all week long. Hurry in today or every day for any one of our $14.99 big deal meals. You gotta love the nines.
Cold weather alert. This is Ryan Williams with 128 Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electric. This week's extreme temperatures and snow can put serious strain on your home. A little preparation can prevent big problems. Make sure your heating system is running properly, check your thermostat batteries, and keep your indoor temperature steady to protect your plumbing. If you've had frozen pipes before, it can happen again. We're here to help during emergencies. Call or book online at call128.com. Stay warm and stay safe.
Imperial Car's $75 million clearance event is going on now.
Over $10 million of discounts. 2,000 vehicles discounted up to $15,000, including hundreds of new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, introducing Imperial Subaru in North Attleboro. Same great team, same great customer service. Hurry in. When they're gone, they're gone.
Boston Sports Talk, the Sports Hub.
You know, a lot of times, like, former players come back, and whether it be Rondo, KG, Paul, or Cedric Maxwell, who works for the team, or, you know, they talk about the 86 Celtics, like, the thing they all have in common is they won. They won one or multiple championships. So as, you know, you striving to be a great player, it's like, you know, the career I had right now, if I had it with the Grizzlies, like, I would have a statue outside the arena.
Right.
But now I'm chasing people like Larry Bird, where the standard is so much higher.
So on the surface, it was the Grizzlies catching strays, but that was the entire context of Jason Tatum in his podcast appearance that we talked about earlier. He dropped Cedric Maxwell into the list of the Celtic greats that he has to live up to. Celtics down by 15 here early in the fourth. Really rough defensive night. Luka Garza and to Peyton Pritchard. Pritchard driving downhill, stopped by a Congo, step back jumper, or got it.
Doing it again. Brown has just been, they've gobbled him up.
Great barrier thief. Alexander Walker has an open three, and he hits it. Jalen lost him.
See, that's the other thing. Brown's been so good defensively. Tonight, just a step slow on the defensive end also.
101-85, Atlanta by 16. Pritchard dribbling in deep against a Congo pump fake, and he draws the foul. Celtics can't trade baskets anymore. Hawks are 16 of 33 from three. Celtics are 7 of 27. And the Celtics, the volume, obviously you got to make the threes. That's the obvious part. But when the Celtics have a low total of attempted threes, they have not had success this year. And try to remember games in which they have been out-attempted and out-made this badly. The Hawks have made 9 more threes than the Celtics tonight. Pritchard gets the first free throw.
So how do you turn it around? You said before, when you play against the Celtics, you have more attempts than they do, and obviously more makes.
And listen, Derek White, Peyton Pritchard, Sam Hauser are 3 of 14, and Jaylen Brown 3 of 18 from 3. Pritchard gets the free throws, but the Celtics are down by 14 here with 8:20 to go. On tonight, it looks like the Knicks are going to pull away and win and go back into second place in the East. Kick out Okongwu again. 3 comes up short. Rebound Peyton Pritchard. Rebounding's been fine, especially here in the second half. Celtics normally, when they're +8 on the glass, they're hard to beat. But they're not knocking their shots down tonight. Peyton Pritchard against Corey Kispert. Deep on the left side, shot clock at 12. Pritchard, right-hand dribble coming strong. Knocks Kispert away. Mid-block jumper's good. So Pritchard's getting in deep. And after a quiet night, he scored all 6 points in this sequence. Boston down 12. 7:49 to go. Still time.
Defense.
Daniels driving, spinning, bounce pass out to a wide-open Jalen Johnson. 3 is good. Back iron, front iron, and right down the middle.
And you watch what Johnson does. He runs in, you attack him, and he kicks out. He has 7 assists tonight.
3 away from a triple-double. Peyton Pritchard, kick out. Garza, Celtics D. One of these threes to go. Nope, way short. Hauser fights for the offensive rebound, beating Kispert. Throws out to Pritchard. Pritchard attacks the paint, then throws out to Jaylen Brown. He's wide open. It's a straightaway 3. Way off. Missed it by a mile.
He never had that in his hands.
Rebound Daniels. Jalen Johnson ahead to Alexander Walker. His 3, no good. That might have been a finish line right there. Celtics down by 15 here. 7:04 to go. Jalen blows right by Jalen Johnson. Scoops it up and in. They're going to give him the continuation. Scoring the foul.
I'm going to make a guy like that, who's a great player, beat me from the outside. I'm not going to give him a touch foul. And 1.
Yeah, they clearly gave him the basket, but they didn't announce it in the crowd, so the crowd didn't react. But that cuts it to 13, and Quinn Snyder going to grab a timeout. Jalen to try to finish a 3-point play as the Celtics gasping for air, but they're still alive here. 7:03 to go. Atlanta 104, Boston 91 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network. As the Boston Celtics gear up for the stretch run, they know they'll have to protect home court. At Amica Insurance, they understand how important it is to protect the things that matter most to you. So they put in the time to make sure you're taken care of. Whether it's talking through the details of your coverage or following up after a claim, your auto, home, and life insurance are more than just policies. They're protection for the life you built. Visit Amica.com and get a quote today.
Every great team is built around its all-stars. So let's meet the stars of your New England Ford dealer's award-winning lineup of SUVs. First up, we have the Bronco and Bronco Sport. Key players with iconic styling that sets them apart on the road. And all-terrain capability makes them ready for anything. Then there's the Ford Explorer with room for 7 passengers and lots of gear. Your New England Ford dealers have some great offers on the whole award-winning lineup. Stop by today and see for yourself.
BetMGM, an authorized gaming partner of the NBA, is adding extra excitement to every basket this year with special promotions, new features, and more. Log in throughout the season to find anything from odds boost tokens, same-game parlay boost tokens, and unique rewards in your account to amplify your winnings. Log in to BetMGM all throughout the basketball season to see what's new. Hope is here. Call 1-800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Massachusetts only. In partnership with MGM Springfield. Play it smart from the start. Live chat at GameSenseMA.com.
Dunks, dimes, and no-looks are great on TV, but catching them from the hardwood is a whole different experience because nothing compares to catching the Celtics in person. And that all starts by buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Celtics and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch all the sights, sounds, and styles in person. From seeing your favorite Celtics stars up close to hearing the squeak of the sneakers on the hardwood. And even if you're headed to the game last minute, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets. So put that jersey collection to use and get tickets at Ticketmaster.com/Celtics. And we'll see you courtside, Boston.
Your hot takes on the Sports Hub.
Stay tuned for Amica Postgame Live, presented by Amica Insurance. At Amica, they build a game plan with you in mind. Visit Amica.com today to learn more about their award-winning customer service. Celtics have been on the periphery of this one for a while. They trail by 13 here with 7:03 to go. Jaylen Brown has one free throw coming, trying to finish a three-point play, but they have not been able to shut off the Hawks all night. 52% from the floor, 47% from three. Everything the Celtics have avoided this year, live ball turnovers. Celtics have been a reliable three-point shooting team. And essentially, when the Celtics have an average night or better shooting threes, they've been unbeatable. But they've had a tough time recovering from bad three-point shooting nights, and this has been one of them, 7 of 29. Just think about how life comes at you fast. They were at one point 21 of 48 in the game in Atlanta. They were shooting over 50% for most of that game. Tonight, they can't make one. Hawks by 12. Alexander Walker, he's been good tonight. Drive, spins, and hits. Walker's got 18 on 6 of 11 shooting. Atlanta by 14. Jaylen Brown draws a double team in the paint. He rose up with the elbow. He hit a Congo. That's going to be an offensive foul. And the third turnover on Jaylen Brown.
I would say walked in. Celtics, as you said before, whistle's been good. Why don't you tell me if Brown walks here?
Picks it up. 1, 2, 3. Hang on. Maybe 4. Depends on when he hit the Congo with the elbow.
So when he stops walking. They
remember something that you look at as travel. I know that you don't always attend with me the referee meetings in September, but there is some leeway with the gather. Congo's going to leave the game. He may have some dental work coming up.
There was no gather then at all. Just walking, just like Peyton Pritchard walked. There was no gather.
Garza comes out. Celtics are going to go small here.
So now you're going small, so you're looking to steal, and Congo goes out of the game. You might be okay now.
Yeah, essentially, Mo Gay and Sam Hauser are the two biggest players. Celtics will play with Pritchard, Walsh, Brown, Hauser. I think they may have to look at it. The contact to the head, they may be forced to look at this for a potential flagrant.
Let's see what the elbow can.
I mean, it was a basketball move, so I don't think there's going to be anything more than.
The ruling on the floor of an offensive foul is currently under review to see if it meets the criteria for a flagrant foul.
I don't think it was.
I don't either. This all comes to Atlanta up by 14 and 6:43 to go. I mean, the Celtics maybe can give up another, 5-6 points tops. And that would be it. The Celtics have not suffered a knockout loss. Got to go back to December 11th in Milwaukee, that NBA Cup makeup game.
Well, you look at this game, Alexander Walker's been good. But then you look at Johnson. Johnson's been better, really. The way he's kind of stuck with Brown. He has 11 rebounds, 7 assists in this game. And it's really funny, though. They say he doesn't have a steal. I thought he did, but okay.
Well, Great Barrier Thief has 5 of them. Hawks credited with 10 steals in this game. 10 steals of the 14 Boston turnovers.
Numbers really funny. Sometimes they favor you shooting the ball well or attacking. Tonight, the Celtics were back on their hunches for most of this game from the very beginning. And that started out with your starters in the game. Williams just had a horrible start to this game.
Dyson Daniels, 5 steals against the Celtics is the most against Boston this year. You know who had the most steals against the Celtics in the game last year? Dyson Daniels had 6 in an early season game here that Atlanta won. They kind of messed up the NBA Cup hopes for the Celtics a year ago.
Take what Daniels is doing, take your best player out of the game. When you have 13 and 5, Johnson with 16 and 11 and 7. That's pretty good for your front court, your back court, but front court.
After review, due to the severity of the contact, which included wind-up and impact, the ruling on the floor has been upgraded to a flagrant foul penalty 1.
I don't know about that one.
His elbow contact above shoulder level to O'Connor. Play will resume with a
flagrant foul penalty 1.
With the shot clock reset to 24.
Man, I think that's why the Celtics were trying to get that play going.
Jalen he held the ball up high. He was trying to get the ball away from Okongwu, who now returns after he's got blood all over his mouth. And as you heard Mark Lindsay say, they were almost calling it by the result of the contact. And Okongwu comes out of the locker room bleeding from the mouth, and he walks right to the free throw line on the other side of the floor to shoot the technical.
How bad do you want free throws? Not that bad. You go back to the back.
He said, if I'm going to lose 2 teeth, I might as well get 2 free throws.
Wow.
You can put the Hawks up by 16 here, and they'll get the ball. But misses the first. Harder to shoot them, as Ray Allen always told us, when there's nobody on the line.
Ray who can shoot him in the dark. With his eyes closed.
It's 1 of 2. 109-92 Atlanta ball.
Yeah. Does he go back to the locker room now after get hit in the mouth? I think he's going right back to the locker room.
Yeah.
So he was essentially
just came out to shoot. That's crazy.
In the locker room
to get 1 point.
Yes. All right.
I'm not sure about, again, thinking back on that one, I don't believe that meets the criteria of a flagrant foul the way we were taught as to what a flagrant foul is.
Well,
a lot of damage was done.
You know.
Hawks by 15. Speaking of damage, trying to make sure this thing doesn't go to the later rounds. Jalen Johnson, guarded by Hauser at the free throw line. Turns, flips it back out to Alexander Walker. Shot clock at 8. Alexander Walker steps to his right. 3 comes up short. Offensive rebound. Dyson Daniels over Derek White. Throws it back with 2 hands. Celtics are up against it now.
Nobody ever boxed him out. You got to run and start.
109-92. Jordan Walsh for Peyton Pritchard. Strong down the right side. He's past Johnson. He's in deep. Turns his back to the basket. Throws him a terrible shot. No good. And this one is fading fast here. Jalen Johnson for Alexander Walker. Bounce entry. Jalen Johnson against the smaller Pritchard. Draws the foul. He had not yet gone into a shooting motion, so it should be on the side. Celtics down by 17 here with 5:48 to go in the third.
Well, if you're Atlanta, you're saying, I owe you.
Yeah, no doubt.
I owe you. After beating the brakes off of you at home, and you come back and you give the supreme effort. And a subpar effort offensively from the Celtics.
McCollum pulls up at the elbow. Jumper going to come up short. Rebound. Pritchard's got it. Celtics rebounding actually has been okay tonight. Jaylen Brown is going to attack McCollum. Gets in deep. Spins it off the glass. Blocked late by Dyson Daniels. That's a goaltend. So give the 2 to Jaylen Brown. We're at 109-94. Margin is 15. 5:31 is a lot of time, but we haven't seen the Celtics come anywhere close to stopping Atlanta yet tonight. They've been a really good defensive team. Celtics offense now has slipped the last 8-10 games. Gotta go back to that Denver game. It's 12 games ago. Celtics, if they lose tonight, it'll be 6-6 in their last 12. Alexander Walker lost the handle, has a back shot clock winding down, and he throws up a ridiculous left-handed three just to beat the shot clock buzzer, and it banks in, and if that isn't the story of tonight. The 18th three for Atlanta is the luckiest one yet. Jaylen Brown turns, delayed elbow jumper's good, tough shot.
I don't think I've seen a shot. That was like that Kyrie shot, the winner, where he shot it with the left hand.
Wow. 112-96. Jalen Johnson pulls his way past Hauser. Misses the first shot, gets his own rebound. Putback is good, scored, and the foul. And they are headed for the exits here at the Garden.
Yeah, you've got small, and you get small. The other team just continues to hit the glass and play in the paint. Man, look at this shot, though.
Just pushed it up in the left hand, and it banked in. When it left his hand, you're like, is this going to be a shot clock violation? Is it even going to hit the rim?
Yeah. Wow. That was just crazy.
Free throw good, three-point play, so 115-96. Margin is 19 with 4:36 to go. And Joe Mazzulla is about to pull the starters. He is. Amari Williams in there. A return of Josh Minot, his first action in forever. Three by Minot, air ball. Jordan Walsh can't save it. Not sure that's what you want your first shot to be.
Whoa. I think you're looking for that one to be your first shot.
Driving. Johnson's layup is no good. He has not shot twos very well tonight. It's about the only thing he hasn't done well. Just 3 of 11. Peyton Pritchard down the right side. Attack scoops. No good. Offensive rebound. Jordan Walsh misses. Every layup has been missed. Shots have bounced out. Everything that could go wrong has gone wrong, and the Hawks have gotten one back here. Alexander Walker picks up a loose ball in the corner, and that's the only thing that hasn't gone for him as he misses a 3, but an offensive rebound and a kick out. Hawks by 19 on the ball here with 3:35 to go. These nights were inevitable. Dyson Daniels missing a little turnaround. Amari Williams has the rebound. Nobody's coming back to get the ball. He moves it ahead to Josh Minot. Jalen Johnson gives the foul, but he gives it so both teams can make their substitutions here with 3:25 to go. And that tight Eastern Conference playoff race getting a lot tighter tonight. The Knicks are going to win in Toronto, so the Celtics' time in second place is over. And essentially what you're going to have here is the Celtics and the Knicks in a virtual tie for second place, and Toronto and Cleveland 1 game back. So 1 game is going to separate 2 through 5 in the East. Jordan Walsh fumbles his dribble. Goes out to Ugo. He has to launch a crazy one. No good. Rebound. Amari Williams deflects it out of bounds off of Alexander Walker. Celtics will get it.
The Celtics kind of got back in it. Sharman would have made a 3, but then Sharman came in and had another three-point play that actually went for him. Then just couldn't hold them off because they just bludgeoned you on that glass.
Josh Minot in the paint, little pump fake, eventually scores his first points in weeks. He's returning from injury here tonight. In the corner, Alexander Walker, 3 is no good. Rebound, Jordan Walsh, and you're thinking, yeah, why is he shooting 3s? Because that's what the Celtics did when they blew out the Hawks in Atlanta. 115-98. Baylor Shireman will try a 3. Rims out. Rebound, pinballed around. Going to come all the way out to Jordan Walsh. 2.5 to go in this one. Josh Minot will fire from the wing. That is going to bounce in. Celtics finally get one to bounce in. Margin's 14 right now. 115-101 with 2:20 to go. Alexander Walker for Dyson Daniels. There's that spin move in the paint. And throws out to Mo Gay. Right corner three. Got it.
Daniels.
19th of the night for Atlanta.
Daniels has been so good tonight. So good. It's 9 assists.
Ugo exposes the ball, knocked away from him. If they give that steal to Daniels, it will be his 6th. Kispert right side three, no good. And the Hawks, this is deliberate right now.
Bludgeon.
They gave the steal to McCollum, not to Dyson Daniels. Down to the final 90 seconds. Amari Williams handed Josh Minot. Minot tried to throw a bounce pass. Thought Amari Williams going to roll to the basket. He didn't, so it's a turnover.
And tonight, the Hawks have just been the more aggressive, more physical team. Brown has carried you all year long, but tonight Brown did not have it. Pritchard got going for a little bit, but Brown is carrying you, and he's not able to come through. I think you're going to struggle.
Double checking that Knicks game. Yeah, Knicks are up by 20 with 2 minutes to go. So Knicks and Celtics will be tied for second. Knicks have the tiebreaker by virtue of better record inside the division, for whatever that's worth. Right now, we're going to see the Knicks on Super Bowl Sunday. That game's going to be pretty big. Kispert going to drive, got to the rim, blocked at the rim. Ugo was there, so was Amari Williams. We're in the final minute now. Shireman goes the distance, little pump fake, throws out to Amari Williams. He will sidle in and score with the left hand.
Remember early in the game, I think Williams had a couple layup opportunities, missed those.
Everybody did.
Nothing else seemed to go
How
right.
many layups did the Celtics miss? Keaton Wallace missed a little fall away. Rebound comes right back out to him. He's open, so he takes the three. That one rims out. Amari Williams has the rebound. Margins 14. Not really that close. Final 30 seconds. Baylor Shireman for Ugo. Looking for another three. Got it. He shot the three really well tonight. 3 of 4, and the fourth was just a grenade he was launching to beat the shot clock. So that should give us our final margin. As the Hawks do not have to shoot. Shot clock is off and full marks for Atlanta. They wanted the Celtics back for that bludgeoning the Celtics laid on them. That's exactly what they do. They come to Boston, pretty much go wire to wire, and they hand the Celtics a costly home court loss. The final score, Atlanta 117, Boston 106. Celtics now have split their last 12 games, falling back to the pack in the East. Back with more on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
When it comes down to finding the lowest price on Michelin winter tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire's guaranteed lowest price. And when it comes to free services, nobody gives you more free services on your Michelin winter tires than Town Fair Tire. So why look for Michelin winter tires anywhere but Town Fair Tire, where you always get the guaranteed best deals? Nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal. Nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Wendy's has new chicken tenders and new sauces. So whether you're a creamy ranch girly or a new Wendy's signature stand, you can dip to your heart's content. Now let's wrap this up because I got to dip. I want to try these new tenders. For tendies you're going to know by name, got to be Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's. NBA fans don't just watch the game, they live it. So stream like you're courtside with NBA League Pass. Your ticket to all the action. Watch your favorite team shine and catch the league's brightest stars and rising stars at the same time with multi-view on your favorite devices. From the plays you can't believe to the most live games and the drama that comes with it. If it happens on the court, it's happening on NBA League Pass.
Only select out-of-market games available. Blackout restrictions apply. Additional charges and other conditions may apply. Visit